Knight. People will die. I'm a man of my word.
Oh, why is it always
whoa.
in this fucking... Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show, MMM number 30. 30 fucking episodes of this show. Unbelievable. Surprised that YouTube hasn't kicked us off the air yet, but hey, we're here. We're going to talk about a classic movie, part of an awesome, well, mostly awesome trilogy. Dark Knight, 2008 superhero film directed by Christopher Nolan. Screenplay was co-written by his brother Jonathan Nolan, based on the DC comic superhero Batman, of course, sequel to the Batman Begins movie, and part of the Dark Knight Trilogy. So there is a debate about which Batman movie is the best movie. There's a lot of toss-up between Batman Begins and the Dark Knight. Dark Knight usually wins out because of the Joker, but that's why we're here to discuss the movie, and we have special guests, of course. We have a black man named Bagface. Who's like, oh, we love having join us. Just kidding, Bagface. I love you, dude. How you doing?
I'm swell, man.
He's
It's
the
nice to
brown
be
bag
amongst,
special.
Caught you off guard
you know,
there for a second. I had to wake
The
you
only
up
other
a little.
minority doesn't have a cam on, so I feel a little alone.
But I love her
But-
avatar. So
Yeah, it's good, but a little
good.
white facey for me, you know.
wow, it's fucked up, man.
I can take it though.
We can't do blackface anymore in public, so I'm bringing whiteface back.
Yeah, Vex has been sick for like a week, so we're yeah. Anyway, she's trying to get better on the mend. Her voice is going, but we're gonna power on anyway because she is amazing and a trooper. So we'll get through that. Movie Cynic, how you doing, buddy?
Fucking great.
Like, I don't know if you were being cynical there or you're actually fucking great.
I am just fucking awesome right now. Yes.
Do it. Okay. I'm glad to have you both, of course. Mike Bear, how are you doing?
Yo, we're doing better than we deserve. How are you?
Doing well. So yeah, we'll and this, you know what, let's get to the good stuff, because there's a lot to talk about in this movie. It is a long movie, but goddamn is it good.
It's a good
So
one.
Dark Knight, huh? So remember when this movie came out, when the teasers were coming out, nobody knew what the hell to expect, because Heath Ledger is Joker. People were like, what the hell's going on? Until you saw his first image through a trailer, and then you were like, oh, okay, so this might actually work. And here you got the start of the movie, and it kicks right off. And I don't know about you guys, but immediately to me, or just the first 5 minutes of the movie, you could tell the tone of the movie was completely different from the first one. To me, I don't know. This felt more like, how do I put it? Somebody compared it to me to the movie Heat without.
It's not even. That's not even a comparison. That is a purposeful choice that Christopher Nolan
100%.
made.
100%.
He did this on purpose. What's funny is whenever someone cynically says that the Batman is like the movie Seven, well, this movie is literally Heat. I made a
100%.
video. I made a video essay about how the Batman is like Seven and how this movie is like Heat. Like even between Joker and Batman is basically Al Pacino and Robert De Niro's characters. They even have the same style of scene. So this entire thing is like the end of the second act of Heat, which is the bank heist in that movie.
Yeah,
Even the color choices are like Heat.
Yes, very much so. Which I love.
definitely.
Heat is one of my favorite movies. So
Yeah, I think for the superhero genre, this shit works. Like taking a classic film and transitioning it and making it into that style. This is the only genre where you can do that. It's kind of like with hip hop, like samples, more classic rock songs or something like that. It's that same style of thing.
The difference is that this movie is really good.
Yeah,
Compared-
except you use the Seven excuse as a
God damn it, Platoon.
reason why the Batman's bad, but you haven't seen Heat, so you have no idea that this.
So
movie
we're gonna have a
future.
future stream down the road with the Batman. So you'll get your chance, Cynic, to go ahead and talk about that movie, because I'm very interested too. Because I kind of was on like you. I liked it. I had problems with it, but I liked it. But we'll save it for that.
Heat or the Batman?
No, well, I love Heat, but the Batman with Pattinson.
Oh yeah.
I actually did like it, but that is definitely a stream we're going to do in the near future. Yeah. So I mean, the movie starts off right away. You got the guys blowing out the window, getting their whatever the fuck, the rope guns out to kind of go across these buildings. You see the Joker standing at the corner with his mask. At the time, you don't know that it's really him, but duh. And then Yeah, he gets in this car, and I love how they're talking about what they're going to do and how they're already like, this guy's crazy. He wears makeup and he thinks like he doesn't have to be here, and it still gets like a share of the money. And it just starts off with a bang. And I like it. I like how some people were giving this movie shit because they were saying, well, it didn't really set up and build. And I'm like, does it have to though? Like you already had a
build. Set up
like,
and build what?
Certain, you know how certain superhero movies have a I'm trying to think of what the hell it was. It was a friend of mine, and he's not a friend anymore, but he was trying to say like how certain superhero movies, especially in these genres, have like a build up where you have, say in this case, you had like the alter ego, Bruce Wayne doing something, and then kind of like how Batman Returns happened. Remember Batman Returns where he gets the signal and he's sitting there kind of, I was like, well, that's kind of what, like, I don't understand. They're introducing the villain immediately, and they're doing it in
Wait,
this
sorry.
way.
Someone told you that there was no buildup.
It wasn't it wasn't a proper buildup for a comic book movie.
Yeah, the buildup for if you want to argue that happens after the introduction of the Joker. We don't need to see Batman yet. Like you can, but we don't need to because we just had a whole fucking movie
about him.
Batman Begins.
And the Batman Begins with this.
Yeah,
sorry, go.
I think whoever told you that is fucking retarded. And
I know. I'm not friends with
that
that person.
CAT scan.
I'm not friends with that person.
I'm not friends with the guy anymore. He's an idiot. And these are the reasons why. He also thought Batman and Robin was actually a good movie, and it's not who you think it is. It's not who you think it is. The art vaccine, it's not. But
Batman,
it's BA.
Batman and Robin was a good movie.
You're on mute, Bagface.
That's it. Oh yeah, he is on mute.
I was just gonna say Uma Thurman. Well, she redeems that entire movie for me. So
wait, did Vex say Batman and Robin was a good? You know, we're gonna have a stream for that later. I don't need this shit. I don't need my co-host to come up with these horrible takes. I'm just kidding. I love you, Vex. Yeah.
That's
so
really racist to say against the only colored woman on the panel. Just saying.
Bagface is. Oh, you meant said woman. Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm technically a them, so I'm like a woman and a man. So
them. Yeah, so while the robbing's going on, the guy who's like, I don't know, what do you consider this guy? He's like the bank manager or the guy who runs it kind of for the mob, I would assume.
Yeah.
He gets out his shotgun. This guy is the worst fucking shot. He takes the stupidest. Listen, I've fired shotguns. I've trained with shotguns. I know it's a movie, but he's just firing at nothing. And he's just
there's a lot wrong with this scene.
I was just gonna ask you, like, go ahead, talk about it because I'm gonna.
It's like no, this movie it's a really great example of like how performances and the story, as long as it's going fast enough, like we are totally forgiving of a lot of plot contrivances.
I brought that up before.
It's very odd that a city. How many people do they say is in the city of Gotham?
Well, it's Gotham, right? So they say it's like New York, 10 million.
No, because later in the movie he says something like,
it's like 30 million or something.
Yeah, he
like
said
that.
Spying on 30 million people isn't exactly my blah blah.
Okay, that's a lot more people than I remember.
Right, okay, and there's like 5 people in a bank at any given time. It's just it blows my fucking mind. We'll see it in a minute where when the Joker drives out into he perfectly times the drive out and everything into the other bus. It's all so fucking contrived.
Also,
but it doesn't matter because it's awesome.
Like the fact that the Joker specifically told every single one of these dudes to off the dude who's doing the job, and none of them think they're going to get killed. It's like the biggest thing to me. I'm like, none of you were like
so good.
And that's what's happening here. Is like everybody's whacking each other off, and then this guy's like, you should have brought it up.
No, and none of them like perfectly. Every single one complies with what he said.
Okay,
not one of them.
I can sort of explain that part though, because as the movie progresses, you see the Joker just kill people without a second thought. People that don't matter to him, right? I think this is all just part of the psychological training for his goonsmen. That's all. He won't kill the people he needs right away, and they're just like, "Oh, he didn't kill us right away, so we're all good." That's how I've explained it away in my head.
This is a perfect caption to stop on when he's got a cylindrical object in his mouth that's smoking.
Yeah, William moaning with that going on. Yeah.
Now, obviously, we didn't see the Joker's face here because it didn't show.
This is a throwback to the because this is supposed to be a more realistic take on Batman. This is a throwback to the Joker gas that he uses in the comic books. That was also in the original 1989 Batman movie too. The laughing.
What did you think? What did you think of the intro with the Joker showing his face with that line that he delivers?
Iconic,
pretty intimidating. Man.
It's a beautiful introduction of the villain.
It's a great intro.
Even for once, the audio in a Christopher Nolan movie is spot on.
Yeah, you can tell he makes it really clear his dialogue.
Yes,
I don't know what
they dropped the bass on his voice too, so it's really intimidating.
Yeah. Too bad they couldn't fix. Too bad they couldn't fix. Too bad they couldn't fix Batman's voice in this movie. Jesus Christ.
So a little bit of trivia for this scene. So the bus, when it comes in, they didn't put it through a wall in a studio or anything. They actually assembled half of a bus inside the bank setting and did the scene that way. So it's two separate sets that they constructed just for that intro sequence.
So yeah, you're watching this movie for the first time. You see the bus come out with all the fucking debris, and you see this bus literally right seconds later come behind it. And you're like, nobody notices this thing just coming out of a bank with a hole in it. But movies, right?
It is. It's a movies thing. And even if he had it on a timer and everything, like that means that he planned in the time that he was going to take to kneel down and talk to the guy and take off the fucking mask. And like, it's all very, very contrived.
Tons of plot conveniences in this movie.
But it absolutely rocks.
Oh yeah, 100%. It works with it. You don't really notice it in the moment.
You don't notice it, right? Yeah,
you do forgive it, and I love.
When it happens, it's like, oh man, he's just so clever. Like that's what.
That's what they make you think, right? Yeah. But I like how they do this here with now. This is what I liked about the building up of the presence of Batman, right? Like you said, Cynic, you knew who he already was. He established himself in the last movie at the end. I love how they show the city and the criminals are like, oh fuck, I'm not feeling it tonight. I think he, just the bat signals up in the air. And I like how Gordon here is like, she's asking him, like, do you think he's going to show up? And he's like, no. And he's like, why? He's like, well, because hopefully he's doing his job.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking great line. And then you get all the criminals.
A bit of foreshadowing in that roof scene too. It's like, where shouldn't you be taking care of your mother? And she's like, nah, I checked her back into the hospital.
Yeah.
It's like,
plays a big role later. Yeah. There's scarecrows.
Did anyone else think that watching it years later, does anyone think the acting is just like a little corny? Like some of these lines are a little
Some of the
corny,
lines are delivered
nah, man, I don't like it tonight. Like it's cornily delivered.
Yeah. 2023 sounds a little off.
Yeah.
But
I kind of like it almost. I like the way it kind of otherworldly, but like still keeps it in the real world. Like it feels comic booky in a sense, but it's still like grounded.
I love how
that was the thing is like when this came out, it was the whole theme wrapped around it was just like, this is like if it was real. So like, well, people don't really talk like that.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't feel it tonight.
Yeah, I feel like Scarecrow
really. Man.
Scarecrow became like a meme of himself. Like they wanted him in and out, and they gave him cheesy lines. And all that.
Like it was cool. They're meeting up with Scarecrow because his drugs are fucking obviously giving hallucinations to people, and they're pissed off. But I like how
but Batman, like what? So what was the drug he was giving to them then? Because wouldn't they like test it out and be like, "Oh, dude, this is really fucked up. I don't want to buy this off you."
It's the same shit that he was using on Batman and all the the stuff they were putting in the water in Batman Begins, right? Yeah. So the hallucination.
So everyone knew what it was.
I'd buy that shit. You want to send me out of my brain that hard for like half?
No, nobody wants to know what the fuck you'd see, man. That'd be scary shit. But no, so there was a cool introduction though. Of, like you see all these fake Batman wannabes, vigilantes, right? And then you see Batman. The scene with the Batmobile crashing through the fucking wall was pretty badass.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. And he just goes around kicking the shit out of everybody. He's got like this device in his hand. I don't know what is it like.
It's like a why can't I think of it? It presses shit. It's like a vice grip type of deal.
Yeah, he's just beating the shit out of people with that.
Yeah, and this is like some cutting device that he has on the bottom of his wrist.
What I will say the difference here too is with Nolan, the fight scenes are not as chaotic as in the first movie. Like you could actually see him fighting people this time.
Yes and no. I feel like it's an improvement over Batman Begins, but his fight scenes have always been way too up close and way too Jason Bourne-y. and you just cannot tell what's going on. And what's a real tragedy in that is like they did a lot of experimentation on what kind of fight style Batman should have, and they put a lot of effort into that behind the scenes, and it's like you didn't film it very well.
No, you didn't.
I'd argue like you can't really see what's going on as well as like, you know, fucking, I don't know, John Wick or some shit, but I feel like he adds a lot of like kinetic energy. Like Bourne feels like they're really trying to cover up the lack of good choreography, and in this it feels like there's good choreography, but he's also like utilizing his filmmaking to kind of like add a lot of energy to it, which I'm not the most angry about. Like I do wish it was, you know, wider.
Well, the first one was so fucking just
I feel like that was the one thing that Matt Reeves brought to the Batman was like his introduction of Robert Pattinson's Batman. That was just like a still, like so many just still shots that barely move the camera, so it really caught the brutality of Batman. And like that's something I just wish Nolan would do.
Real cinematography.
Yeah.
I was
like
going to say,
it's like a Nolanism. Man.
Yeah, I don't remember it getting much better in Dark Knight Rises. It was pretty much the same, right?
Who's
like
the DOP on this movie?
Well, no, in Dark Knight Rises, Nolan actually like fucking held back for once and just let Bane and Batman fight. Right, the end of or was it like the beginning of the second act when Bane and Batman fight? It's almost like pure just still shots, or it's barely moving.
Oh, that's right.
And that's one of the best moments in that entire film.
So Batman and Gordon, that scene before, were working out how to kind of, he's using marked bills that Batman gave to kind of catch gangsters doing illegal shit. And so like their whole plan now is to go after the entire mob with this fake money. And I like how like Gordon's even telling him, he's like, what about this Joker guy? And he's like, whatever. I had to like leave the captions on because I can't understand what the fuck Christian Bale's saying at the time.
Man of the entire mob.
Yeah, the
entire mob.
Yeah. Yeah. And he does his typical Batman disappearing act, which he does like 5 times in the movie, which is great. Yeah. And then since obviously Wayne Mansion is destroyed because of the fire by Ra's al Ghul in the last movie, he's got this cool little fucking nice apartment in Chicago, right? Downtown Chicago. And then he's not there. He's obviously in his little bat cave, I guess you can say.
By the way, this is a custom-made ceiling for this scene.
It's fucking amazing looking, by the way.
It's 300 separate panels to light up that entire thing, and each panel uses like what I think it was like 1.4 megawatts.
They're RE skylights. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like fucking. I think it's $16,000 per light.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Some of the sets are just really impressive for this movie. I think that gets lost in everything else.
Yeah, that's true. I like how Alfred here is like, were you mauled by a tiger? He's like, no, big dog. It was a dog.
Big dog.
Yeah, he's got all these fucking bruises all over him and shit. It's crazy. But so this is where he's explaining why he's interested in Harvey Dent, right? Because he thinks he's gonna be able to help him. So and I love how Alfred's like, is it that, or is it social circles? And you see him with Rachel, and I don't know. Now let me ask you a question, Cynic. You comic, was that an actual relationship in the comics? Was Rachel?
No, Rachel was made up for this movie.
Oh, I mean not Rachel, but okay. Was any of it,
you mean referring to Harvey?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Harvey. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of this was based off the graphic novel The Long Halloween, written by Jeff Loeb and penciled by Tim Sale. It's one of the best Batman stories ever written.
It's a great story.
Yeah, and so a lot of this is taken, even the adaptation of like the Heat. Stealing a lot of that style. It's because The Long Halloween kind of looked like Heat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So the story and the look, everything is very Long Halloween-ish.
It's a great comic, and I don't know if you've seen the animated movie they based it off of too. It's fantastic.
I own it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's so fucking good. It's not as good as the comic, just like The Dark Knight Returns is not as good as the comic, but very good, very good. So yeah, if you watch it sometime, I think you'll love it. So I like how Alfred's always worried about him, right? He's like telling him, hey, maybe it's time to. What do you say? He's like, because Bruce Wayne goes, there were more copycats. He's like, maybe you should hire them and take a vacation.
And we missed the. I'm not wearing hockey pants.
From the beginning, yeah. What makes you different? He's like, I'm not. It's like, dude, this fucking voice got worse, man. Because in the first movie, it's pretty good. Okay. I don't know what the fuck they thought of, like just making this gravelly, deeper. I don't know, man. It was terrible. He's a good enough actor; he could pull it off without having to. Like he didn't need what Ben Affleck needed, right? That's that fucking automated whatever the hell he.
I thought that sounded stupid too. I'm just like, look, man, if I can suspend my disbelief of all the shit that's happening in this movie that's contrived as hell, and half your face is hanging out of the mask, you can just whisper and sound cool.
Hold on. May I point out Nosferatu's comment here? To this I say, watch Secretary, and she's got a fucking banging body.
Yo, I don't know where that came from, where people thought she's not attractive, but I think
her
she's
face
freaking attractive.
No, I'm serious.
I said this.
Butter face, bro.
Now was Katie Holmes better, like actually better looking than her though?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I said
no.
So.
She
now.
is.
Yeah, no, I think Katie Holmes is definitely more attractive.
Katie Holmes looks like someone took a broken beer bottle to her mouth, and that's all I think of when I see
I mean,
her.
yes, she has that weird smirk, but Maggie Gyllenhaal is well, she looks like if her brother put a fucking wig on. Like it's just
dude, yes. It's creepy.
Look.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's like hideous, but she's
okay.
But
to constantly lie throughout the movie, be like, she's so beautiful.
Oh, no, scene later
bro,
comes
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
In defense of his voice, I was gonna say, like, I feel like if I think about it realistically, if this billionaire is running around trying to not let people know who he is, doing the most insane level of voice that you could like possibly do with your throat is probably a good call. It's like,
yeah,
he
but
sounds
he has half
nothing.
his face hanging out.
Yeah.
Hold on. He's got
blackface, bro.
an electric thing around his mask to protect it. Why doesn't he have a voice changer with all the other shit he's looking into? Is the better question.
He's trying to get good at voice acting.
Because he can talk like this.
Swear to me.
Where's the trigger?
Where is she? Where's the trigger?
So it sounds better. It's ridiculous. So this is where we get introduced to Harvey Dent, right? So he's got the new crime boss of the Maroney crime family on trial. He's got a witness in the chair who signed a statement saying that he was going to give up. What the fuck was his name? What was Eric Roberts' name in this movie?
Oh, that's Maroney.
It's Maroney. Okay, yeah. So then,
Sal
I was thinking of Sal Maroney. Yeah. So it's obviously they try to whack, as us skinnies say, they try to whack Harvey Dent here, and it doesn't go right. And he just beats the shit out of the guy.
Fucking ridiculous.
This
is absolutely ridiculous.
This scene took me out of the movie for a second.
It really did. And also, this whole thing is just straight stolen from Godfather Part 2.
Dude, thank you.
Besides the gun moment, which is just absurd because the Godfather wouldn't be written that stupid. Right. The Godfather Part 2, where they are about to have someone on the stand rat out Michael Corleone, and he doesn't. That's literally ripped exactly from that.
Are you talking about the scene where he brings his brother back from Italy with him? And great fucking scene. Yeah.
Wait, why are you saying it's ridiculous?
Oh,
it just doesn't.
Getting a gun into that fucking scenario is absurd, and then to also have the gun not go off and jam. Shut the fuck up! All that stuff.
You're right. Again,
it's carbon fiber, though, right? Doesn't that mean it's not metal? So it wouldn't set off a metal detector?
It's made in China, he said. Okay,
carbon fiber.
Next time we want to kill an American citizen,
buy American.
Buy American.
Your Honor, I'm not done.
Everyone's corrupted though, so it makes sense, right?
And everybody claps.
Yeah.
I mean,
also the thing I was watching this last night, and my girlfriend was giving me a sweet massage, so I wasn't looking at the screen, and I noticed.
Listen, this is PG here, but I'm just
it was a back massage. Okay? I was very sore from the
movie.
move.
I don't know.
Would you say that you were having a dark night?
Was the Dark Knight Rising?
The timing of the audio in the whole exchange of him like clicking the gun and like having it not go off, and then the grab and the punch, it's all like very poignantly timed. Yeah, that's like the right, like it seems really dumb when I watch it, and then when I heard it, I was like, wow, this actually like flows really well in an audio sense, and I feel like it was kind of intentional. Because if you did it as fast as because he clearly grabbed the gun the second that he saw it, but I feel like a lot of audience members wouldn't click that the gun didn't fire. So it's almost like you're stuck in this do I have it click? And then he waits a whole second like a dumbass and grabs it so people actually know what's happening. Or do I make this all a swift move and make him look like a ninja? And then people be like, wait, did he grab it before the gun fired or something? Like, yeah, I don't know.
Hostile. I'll show you hostile.
I'll show you hostile.
Also makes him look like a badass.
Yeah, they could have did
that's that's what they're trying to do.
They're trying to do, yeah.
Again, like I've also seen this movie like 500 fucking times.
100%.
You know, so and after 15 years, you can pick apart.
You catch
anything.
things.
Yeah,
you just forgive it.
Yeah.
So obviously you get I like how so they're trying to make a business deal with was it Lau, the Chinese guy? Is that his name? Lau?
Yes, Lau.
They're trying to merge their companies, of course, and Bruce Wayne's sleeping at the table. That was fun because that's what Bruce Wayne would do, right? He's out night Batmaning. Or was that actually played up? Was that what his whole persona was? Like he was a partier and
he's a party boy, yeah. So that's why he's sleeping. Actually,
I like this fucking guy here. This guy was so goddamn annoying.
I like this balding motherfucker. Yeah.
Like we got to replenish the trust fund. I love how fucking Morgan Freeman's Lucius has always got these witty comebacks. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't want the trust fund to run out now, would we?
There's a lot more comedy in here than I had noticed because it's been a few years since I watched it. And it's like every 15 to 20 minutes there's a little comedic break in the dialogue.
Fucking hilarious.
But it's not like really Marvel over the top bullshit comedy. It's just subtle,
it's real comedy.
Yeah, it's real. It fits. It's like it's well done. But Bruce Wayne knows what's going on because he's basically telling him
it's grown by 8%.
Like we're Lucius is telling him about the company and how it might be doing illegal shit to grow, and he's like, all right, cool, just cancel the whole deal. Then he's like, oh, you knew already. I just had to
get a closer look at their books.
Yeah. Yeah, so now he basically is that the scene right there coming up where he shows him his new bat suit? Or does that come later? I forgot.
Oh no, he's asking him for a new suit right there.
Okay, right, because he needs to move. Yeah,
because he needs to be able to turn his head.
Yeah.
So you need to turn your head.
Is it help against dogs? So this is where we meet Harvey and Rachel out for a nice dinner, of course, and then he comes up with this hot fucking blonde Bruce Wayne, right?
This Russian bib.
Yeah. Can I just point out this entire dinner scene? I feel was the worst scripted part of this entire movie.
It was so fucking forced, dude.
It was. It was so awkward from beginning to end. I like it. It's uncomfortable watching.
They talk how people don't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they're just
they talk like they have guns to their heads.
Yes, they're all talking like just pure exposition for the audience's benefit. This character feels this way about this subject. This character feels this way, and it conflicts with that character's feelings.
And then the way she reaches over and holds his hand is awkward as fuck as well. She reaches over the opposite arm and then does like an undergrab, and I'm just like, bitch, what are you doing? I don't buy that you're fucking this dude at all with this hand grab.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't like their chemistry. Yeah, that was weird.
Well, her relationships in these movies just feel so transactional.
100%.
It really does. There's no actual chemistry.
You can tell she's not an organic character she's not from the source material at all. Yeah.
Wasn't that just a knock on Nolan anyway, though? Like he has a hard time writing female characters in general. Because
he has a hard time writing characters. Let's be real.
It's a good point.
He has incredible concepts, and just like it's like he needs someone to shore up a script that can write.
That's where David S. Goyer comes in.
Goyer. All right, so this is where we get our lovely introduction to the man himself eventually. But so they're meeting up. The mob people are meeting up, like finding out what the hell they need to do with their money. This part was fucking funny too. The Lau's on a fucking TV.
On an old CRT TV too.
CRT TV 2008. Yeah, so he's like, I took all your money.
Just use that to kill somebody with. I think fucking weighs 40 pounds.
Instead of a pen. Yeah, and so like they're just like, oh, whatever, and they're talking about the Joker here, and again, everybody's just dismissing him, right?
Well, what's fucking crazy is like Lau had access to all their money and took it.
Yeah, he just took it. They let him take it.
And they're just like, oh, yeah. And he's like, no one can have access but me.
But me and this fucking guy. I want to hear proposition. There he is.
That was so Chinese.
It was.
No one
supposed to be Russian. It wasn't.
No one can know but me.
But me.
I go to China.
I go to China.
Well, I keep my money.
Far from dense jurisdiction.
Oh God! And
You
so
drop
we get the
silverware on
Joker.
floor and you get my family name.
This is a great intro. This is a great moment for him to come just pop in with his laugh. He has that creepy fucking laugh.
Aha,
and
aha, aha.
Yeah, and then the line, I thought my Whitey doesn't like Joker impersonations, so
Oh,
please do as
really?
many as you can.
Oh,
Do
really?
all
And
of
I
them
thought
now.
my jokes were bad.
I thought my jokes were bad.
And I
Okay.
thought my jokes were
great.
bad.
See, Bagface. Oh, he left. He's like, fuck you. I gotta get my dinner.
He doesn't
Yeah,
like me
he
making
doesn't
fun of
wanna hear
Chinese
that
people.
shit.
I'm sorry.
Bagface. Give us a Joker impersonation.
I don't fucking know.
What the hell was? Did you have a seizure?
That's pretty spot
Give
on.
us
actually.
do a wow impersonation.
Yeah, I've got
do
a
loud.
poutine. I've got a poutine here, and it's I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
Poutine.
Fucking racist bastard.
This pencil
where-
shot took 2 days, by the way.
Really?
You
Look
ought
at
to know
fucking
you
worth.
want it.
This
Yeah.
scene kills me
That
every
was
time.
great.
This was so shocking in the theater. This was amazing.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Mhm.
It just showed the brutality of this character straight. Like immediately, this is what you're the kind of character you're going to get.
How tall
his
is he?
Every
intelligence
time
level.
every time I went to go see this in the theater, like it's every scene that Heath Ledger's in just captivates the audience from
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
like it's goodness, like it's such a beautiful performance.
That's why people think this movie's elevated so much more than the others. Well, Dark Knight Rises was shit, but like even
If-
the first one was because of
If
his
he
performance.
wasn't this character,
No.
this entire trilogy would be mid.
It
as
fails.
fuck.
Yeah, 100%.
This entire trilogy would just be like, well, that was like a nice try.
And I like the first movie. So,
Yeah.
but I know what you mean. 100%. And it's sad that he was. It's sad what happened because he was going to be in the Dark Knight Rises.
He was.
That's what
Yep.
I mean is we ended up getting
So
a
who
really
knows?
shitty third movie because he passed away. Like we could have gotten something so much
real
better.
Yeah,
But
wasn't
it
he
also
supposed to be
makes
the
this
villain?
movie even more special.
Was it supposed to be him and Bane together?
No, I remember reading, and it was confirmed later that the third movie is supposed to be like the trial of Joker.
Oh, that would have been so good.
That would have been
would've been so
fucking
much better.
amazing.
Instead, we get a guy who can't fucking speak. No, Bane. I have a lot of problems with Bane. We'll get in. That's for another time. But Jesus Christ,
He just likes casting people who can't speak very well.
speak. Yeah, it's fucking obnoxious because Bane's intimidating until he talks.
Lao at least a future plays Shang Tsung. in
Oh,
Mortal
Sang
Kombat.
Song. Yeah. So this is basically where Harvey Dent's like, yeah, I need Lau back, and he goes to Batman. He's like, hey, can you get him back for me, please, please? And he's like, yeah, fine. I'll go to China and get him.
If I get him to you, can you get him
I'll
to
bring,
talk?
I'll bring back egg rolls and fortune cookies as
Yeah,
well.
I'll be an international terrorist for you.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Oh, this is the
What fried
scene where
rice
he-
there is killer.
Yeah, this is where he tells Lucius, we're gonna go to China, call off the deal, and then he gives him a new bat suit.
Now he's like, I needed a closer look at their books.
Yeah.
And then they go to China.
Thank you. See a closer look at. So he's got like a cool new bat suit that shoots fucking projectile things out of his arms, and but what does he say? Like, since they had to separate the plates, it's not he could basically he's not as susceptible to gunfire.
He's more
anymore.
susceptible to
More
knife,
susceptible.
knife attacks
Knife and
now.
Yeah,
Yes,
and I
But
like-
he can
because there's
move.
not full armor.
Yeah, I like this. How about dogs? He goes, we talking. What do you say? Pit bulls or
Or
chihuahuas?
chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas.
That's fucking fun. It'll do great against cats.
Yeah, it'll do, and that's a little foreshadowing unintentionally too, if you want to take it that way.
It is.
And then this is so remember we were talking about subtle little things that the movie plot conveniences, right? So people had a problem with this scene because they're not really telling you what he's doing. They're not really like hand walking you through this. They're just like, oh, we found this thing, and you're assuming it's a fucking plane because he has a mask in his hand. He's got to get to fucking Hong Kong, right? So Robert Downey Jr., if you remember when this movie came out, he actually knocked it a little bit.
Really?
What movie was out in 2000? Oh God, what
Iron Man came out 2 months later.
that's what it was.
It did.
Okay,
2 months
Yeah.
earlier.
so I swear to God, find it on YouTube if you can. He basically said it was a quote from him like, "I shouldn't need a PhD to watch a comic book movie. Just have fun." Because they were saying in this movie they just left. They kind of didn't hold your hand and tell you everything they were doing.
This
Like with
movie is
this
not
scene-
complicated.
It's
It's
not.
not, no. All the hand holding was done for you in Batman Begins.
It's true.
You You don't need any hand holding here. It's very straightforward.
So
I think Robert Downey Jr. just did a lot of drugs and his brain's fucked up now. That's all.
He wasn't eating bugs back then. At least I don't think so.
The thing that makes this movie good is it holds your hand enough that you can follow the basic story, but it has enough depth that like it has rewatchability and messages and like real characters with real motivations that I'm like, I could see a real human doing these things.
Well, he in that scene with the plane too, like he got blueprints out. They're talking about how they're going to get to fucking Hong Kong, and he's telling you how they're doing it. Because Alfred's like, "How are you going to get them there?" He's talking about these smugglers that fly people in. So obviously he's looking for a plane, but people are like, because a lot of people didn't have an issue with it. They didn't know until the part on the boat when the plane lands. I'm like, how the fuck did you not? And then that was that scene here with the. I was talking to Vex about this before. Like, how the fuck did? Now I know that the actual article said it was sudden out of nowhere. He took the whole ballet with him. My only thing is that yes, they're busy. Like Vex was saying, they're busy. They're not going to know. I get that because it's what they do for a living. But it's like, but wouldn't they have being district attorneys? Like, wouldn't they know or hear something about a ballet just getting taken out of fucking nowhere?
Word didn't get a single, not one.
Like nobody knew
from anybody. Yeah,
it's just the whole thing, and they're the only two people there that show up. It's like, what the fuck? But whatever, you let it go, right? So and there's
just
the
let it go.
I like this scene here where
Alfred's gay. Did you know that?
Yeah, he's
like, I'm not gonna roll your fucking bloody bitches no more.
Yeah, put her own suntan lotion.
I'm not gonna roll them bloody bitches up on
here. She put that elevator on my taint. I said no, fuck no.
Alfred, why are you gay? Yeah.
Why?
Why are you gay? Why are you gay? So this is.
Do you have a bonus hole? Show it to me.
Show me a bonus hole, and I said no. Thank you.
The fucking no.
I love how they did this with the Joker. Right? They pretended that he was dead because the reward was like what, 1 million dead, 500,000 alive, or something like that. Yeah.
How about
so what does he call this guy? Little Gamble?
Because his name's Gamble, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just funny how
Little Gamble.
This is where we get the story, right? So yeah, this is fucking intimidating.
My
and like we were
father
saying,
was
a drinker.
Oh my God.
And a fiend.
The fucking score they're playing in the background is so goddamn chilling, adding to the scene and how dark.
There's a fun little tidbit in there too. The Joker's theme is basically comprised completely of the notes
two notes
and C.
Yeah, just two notes banging against each other.
So good.
Both fighting for the bottom.
Now, when you're watching this for the first time and he's telling you this story,
sounds like Grindr.
His father when he's telling this story, like, did you actually believe that was the origin, or did you think he was bullshitting?
No,
because we didn't know.
We know he's a character that doesn't give fucks. He tells the story three different variations, right? That's the whole part that makes him interesting, though, is no one needs a backstory for him.
I love
he just is. And that's kind of how Nolan wrote him. He just is.
He's nuts. He wants to see the world, Ben.
It adds to his character because I think the point of it is supposed to be like he's the culmination of the nihilism of an entire group of society, right?
Yes.
So it's like you don't really need a specific backstory for him because all those backstories work to become who he is, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna have triumphs. It's fucking creepy as fuck. Now, so this is the scene where Lucius Fox goes to Lau and China.
Tan suits. Fucking gross.
Right? And he's basically going to tell him that the deal's off. But this is another part people have problems with the cell phone. They take his cell phone, and then like scenes later, he comes back down and he shows the guard hit the cell phone, and I'm like, I let it go. A lot of people let it go. I didn't give a shit, but it's like, but he literally was just up there.
Exactly.
Like, wouldn't he say, wait a minute? No, I saw you give me the cell phone.
Yeah, he'd be like, well, what the fuck is that right there that I took from you? Take this piece of shit too, buddy. I'm glad you have two cell phones. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, great. Take this piece of shit back. I've been standing here watching this thing.
It's not even a fucking iPhone, dude. They come out last year, you brokey.
This Palm, whatever the fuck they used back in 2008, BlackBerry.
Palm Pilot.
It's a security guard in Hong Kong. He's probably getting paid like 18 cents an hour, so he's probably like, I don't fucking care, dude. I'll keep your cell phone.
Maybe he made the phones too, or his kids made the phones.
I know this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. So he makes so Lucius comes up with this idea for sonar, so he could like visually see his environments, which is
like a
cool.
submarine, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah,
like a submarine.
Exactly. So this is they're going to be where they get Lau out, and they're using Operation Skyhook. I think was what the CIA. He says the CIA.
Yeah.
I saw a real use of that yesterday.
It's
actually.
fucking insane, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Wait, this is real?
Yeah,
It's a real
Skyhook's
thing?
real. Yeah.
They used it in Vietnam.
Christ.
It's a true story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking.
We'll
nuts.
try it out for you someday when we rescue you from Canada back.
Yeah.
Get on the roof. We're gonna
Get me out the
skyhook you out.
basement.
Cynic can dress up as Batman.
I'd love to. Fucking game. I'll throw on the
plane. Get in the fucking plane.
Get in
The
plane,
2022 one though, so he can listen to Nirvana while we,
Yeah, dude, you'll know it's me because you hear something in the way, just like coming out of the fucking
Cynic will just
fading
walk through this house really slow, methodical.
Wait, does that make me Andy Serkis Alfred then?
Can you do the accent?
Can you do the?
Can I do the accent?
Can you do Gollum? That'll suffice too.
Yeah, do Gollum.
Batman's here to save me.
I'm having fucking nightmares now. Jesus
You
Christ.
could just see Cynic leaning over and Bagface asleep.
Precious, I'm here for you.
Oh my God, what is happening? What's up, Copa? I see you in the chat, my man. Yeah, so they do a cool job here. This scene was pretty cool.
This was really cool. This
was really good.
It's still beautifully shot too.
It's great. So he breaks through the window after he puts like the fucking timer bombs to blow up the glass, and I like this. This was really cool. And then look at this fucking guy. He's like, who is that dark man in there? This is a cool scene. Yeah, so I like how the police are like, yeah, they don't know what to do. And then I love how you can hear the plane shaking the fucking office.
Yeah.
It just pulls them right out. I was like, oh, that's so fucking cool.
I don't know why, but I've seen the movie so many times. I even like remember little tiny things. I just remember loud going, cut. Don't know why.
I just want to point out that the entire Hong Kong scene makes no fucking sense because there's no way that fucking China doesn't know who's fucking coming in.
China.
Extracting people. Just saying. It's pretty ridiculous. They could
not
have made
these
Lao from like
smugglers.
India and it would have made far more sense.
Wow. It's racist.
Am I wrong though?
No. No. I want to hear more Gollum impressions now. That was pretty impressive.
Batman got us the precious. He's in the cell.
Tell us about those scars, Gollum.
My father was a drunkard.
Yeah, you have to talk like that the rest of the stream now. So.
That's what the super chats are for, people.
Yeah, let's go, people. You get a big enough super chat. We'll make Cynic do that. Oh God, that is fucking great. Yeah, so they get Loud back basically, and they basically, Rachel gets him to say, basically admit, I'll give you whatever most of the information you want as long as I can go back to Hong Kong. And so, okay,
so they go back to Hong Kong. Yeah,
100%. And so the mob people are Hong Kong. Mob people are sitting around eating a nice lunch, just watching what's going on. And this fucking, what is he? Is he supposed to be like a Russian?
I don't know.
Chechnyan.
He's comic relief villain. That's what he is.
Oh, yeah. The Joker was right.
With word out, we hired the clown.
Yeah. I love
exactly how he
fucking
says it.
pencil.
By the way, they fucking cast. I love that they picked him for Gordon.
Yeah, he's great.
He's so
Absolutely
fucking
best actor in the movie.
God, he's so good. Yeah, I like how he's like, hey, how do you think about our boy? He looks good on TV. I like how fuck is his name? Eric Roberts' character.
Sal Maroni.
Salvatore Maroni.
God damn it, Maroni. He's like, you want to embarrass me in front of my friends? And he's like, oh, don't worry, they're coming too.
When he goes, have a nice trip. See you next fall. That's so fucking corny. I hated that the moment I saw it 15 years ago.
Look, Cynic does accents too. That's great. Yeah. Does Gollum? He does fucking New York, New Jersey fucking gangster accents, 40s accents. I love it.
Yeah, and do it all.
You can do it all. Yeah, so they arrest everybody, and so basically what they're going to do is what's called the RICO Act. Now, being Italian, I know this all too well because a lot of my people were put away for the RICO Act, unfortunately. But they could get them all under one criminal conspiracy act.
But they wouldn't do it like this.
No, not 700 fucking people. It's impossible. But of course, I like how the judge signs off on it, right?
Yeah.
And even the mayor is like, "How the fuck did you allow that?" And the she's like,
the
judge shares my.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, he says the judge shares his passion for justice or some bullshit.
Shares my
that.
passion for justice.
Yeah. This guy's wearing makeup. Is he wearing eyeliner?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy wears guy liner. I think.
No, so this was a hotly contended topic when this movie came out. No,
yes.
if you watch him in literally every role he's in, he just has really thick lashes.
That's crazy.
I don't know what,
I feel like it's just a part of his contract that his characters get to wear eyeliner.
Yeah, that's what I feel like too. In the theater, I saw this in IMAX, and when the body hits here, it jumped me. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
It's loud as
poor
fuck.
Little cynic was scary. Yeah, it was yeah, it's a good scene. And of course, they bring the body down, and he's wearing Joker makeup.
A little Eminem Easter egg.
Please stand. There you go. And I like how the card says, "Will the please, Batman, real Batman, please stand." As soon as I saw that, all I can think about is a fucking song.
Yep,
that fucking song ruined the whole scene for me. Actually, fucking.
You think they got to get like approval for that?
I don't know.
I don't
think for just writing a title.
It's just a line. Yeah. Like it's not. Yeah.
Can't
so
copyright
iconic,
that
though,
phrase.
you'd think.
It is iconic.
Yeah, it's great.
As goofy as it is.
Look at this nice fucking apartment. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's almost like he's a billionaire.
I know.
Yeah, right. He's got some bucks. So they're
$dollars.
talking about the event that's coming up, and of course they see this onto this fucking part was goddamn really good. It's well done.
It would be way better if they got someone who could actually act that was tied up.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
He was so bad. We're not afraid of scum like you.
Yes, you are.
Are you the real Batman?
Are you the real Batman? No.
Vex's avatar just adds to her impersonation. I'm sorry.
I just like that actually Andrew in the chat said Venom. I just
Oh god, that's fucking funny.
Fuck that.
But yeah,
I agree. Fuck that movie.
God. The third one's coming soon. Well, no, actually, no, it's not now. It's held back.
I'm coming, said Venom 3.
Motherfucker. That's the biggest fucking clip I have. Yeah, so he's basically saying that he wants Batman to show his true face or people will die. He delivers it in his awesome. You want to give us a little Smeagol?
He's a man of his what? Cynic? He's a man of his what?
I'm a man of my word.
Why is it so good? I don't get it. Like I just don't.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Yeah,
Cynic walking around the halls of his high school when Lord of the Rings came out.
Dude, could you see him?
I was all hunched over, crawling on my hands, dude.
Getting laid tonight.
Trying to get some pussy and smash.
You can be my precious tonight, girl.
On my finger. She hates us.
Oh, we're sick fucks. Okay, so they have the party. He's basically throwing a fundraiser for Harvey Dent, right? And I like this part here between him and Alfred. I fucking loved Michael Caine as Alfred, by the way.
Same.
I like that face.
Yeah, I fought it. But I like how
I could never understand half of the shit he was saying in this movie until it came out on DVD, so I could watch it with subtitles.
Yeah,
Dang,
was that a Nolan
really?
thing, or that's just a Nolan?
No,
that's a British accent
Michael
thing.
Caine
It's just
thing.
his accent's really.
There's
thick,
a scene later on when he says something like when he's describing when he was in Burma or whatever.
Oh
And
yeah,
I remember
Marine.
constantly. He said something about I saw a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine, and I always thought he said I search a play with a ruby the size of a tangerine. And so I thought he said I searched our plane with a ruby. That's how fucking his accent is. I searched our plane Anyway.
Is that why Bruce Wayne was looking at him like, what? What did you just
What are
say?
you even saying? Like he didn't want to be rude.
Speak
Like,
English.
oh, you do.
You speak,
Alfred always gives me great advice, I think.
Yeah, so you get this cool the scene here where Bruce Wayne's talking up Harvey Dent, and of course Rachel thinks he's kind of mocking him, but Bruce Wayne's just like, I'm so you see, he's like, I'm so tired of the charade. I hate doing this. It's good acting.
I just want to be Batmaning. That's
I gotta say, I don't know what you all think. He's a perfect fucking Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale. Batman,
I think so too.
God damn, he's he's
pretty much playing himself when he's playing Bruce Wayne.
He's basically playing like Patrick Bateman light.
Oh, that would have been.
Oh, hi,
dude!
Siri.
If he went, could you imagine
Bruce Wayne just?
Hey Siri, stop. Sorry, my Siri.
wants to hear more Smeagol impressions. That's why. Rachel. Yeah, so they basically talk. Sorry, go ahead, Vex. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say this is where he's basically saying the day's coming where he's going to take my mantle now. It's finally coming. Can we be together? And she's like, oh, I don't know. You're asking too much, Bruce. But he's serious. He's like, oh, this is it. I found my guy. This is why I'm going to back him. And that's it. And of course, he gets cucked here by fucking Harvey Dent.
God, over some mid-ass chick, though.
Right? She's not even. I'm sorry. She's not. They could have casted better. That's all I'm saying. But whatever.
We can actually. There's some casting trivia for that when we get there.
Ooh, save that for later.
Yeah. By the way, the scene where Joker comes in shortly to the penthouse. Michael Keaton, if you look, he's like to the left of the shot. But he's got just like a Michael Caine. Michael Caine. He's to the left of the shot. And he's completely shocked if you look at his face. That was the first time he saw Heath Ledger in makeup.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah.
That's an authentic reaction they caught on screen.
Thank you, Flaccid. She is lower than fucking mid.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it personally, but
Butterface.
yeah. So they found out here that the Joker had
y'all just acting like you dripping in beautiful pussy all the time. What the
fuck?
Dude, she would be mid in real life. Like,
I mean, cannoli,
hands down.
You got.
Oh,
it.
Thank you. I was gonna say Mrs. Cannoli's not, you know. I'm gonna tell her you said that. She's gonna find you.
She's gonna stuff me full of lasagna.
Find you in Montreal.
Keto lasagna.
She gonna feed the fuck out of you, man.
Food.
She looks like she's 45 years old, dude. She's like 28 right there.
It's a young Hillary Clinton, okay?
So they found out the Joker has gotten traces of people's like DNA from all these whatever. And so they're like, Gordon finds this out and he's trying to protect all these people, including this fucking commissioner who's kind of hateable.
I'd like to point out very notably that of the few people we see directly killed on screen, and I remember this was a hotly contested discussion point when this movie came out. They're both black men.
Oh, how does that make you feel, Bagface?
Well, we do commit a lot of crime out here in these
13%, baby.
Out in these streets
sounds about right.
Jesus Christ!
It's any consolation, a white guy's the main antagonist here. So
that's true.
Look how white he is too.
But they're gonna say, but they're gonna say that's what typical white crazy people do, right? This is the shit they do. They don't commit those types of crimes. They do this kind of shit.
They commit clever crimes.
If it was a black guy as Joker and he was running, he would have got shot by a cop. Like fucking
R2.
First scene, they would have been like, "Oh, look, he's got a gun." Pop.
Well, at least you know he had a father in his life.
Yeah. So I like this. He breaks right into the fucking penthouse and he just immediately, and he goes up to that old man. He's like, "Oh, we're not going to be intimidated by thugs."
The old man is a senator here in the United States. That's a massive Batman fan, and he has been in every single Batman movie just because he loves the character. So he actually got a speaking role in this and got to interact with Heath Ledger.
That's very interesting.
That's wild.
Thank you. That's cool.
Yeah, I know a ton of trivia about this one.
No, I'm sure you do.
Love this fucking movie.
Yeah, so obviously we're skipping ahead, but he gets to that part where he goes up to your favorite part, Cynic, when he goes, "Hello, beautiful."
Hello, beautiful.
And I'm just like, are you talking about the same person?
He's talking to the chick behind you, sweet.
Behind you, yeah. And he does this really fucking crazy scene again where he's giving obviously a fake backstory, but it's just so fucking intimidating. That score comes back in, you're like, oh, this guy is fucking just gone. But it's so good. It's so good.
This was really good right here. Just like the movie's moving so fast, and it's just it feels just very lived in. And so those little things where like people are rich people fucking in one of his rooms,
one of his bedrooms.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's just funny. It's good stuff.
Hearing and seeing him eat anything or drink anything
with his lips,
disgusting.
Yeah.
I can't fucking stand it, dude.
Well, he was doing the licking because of the makeup, right? Wasn't that the whole thing? Like that's where
he had to keep it on. And he kept licking it, and it became part of the character.
Yeah, those are just red marks.
Like right here. Okay, so 3 years prior, he was getting her brother was going in dry on him, right?
Deep,
like in Brokeback Mountain, like deep.
Yes,
deep. Oh, Jesus, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, and so now he's telling her, your brother was better.
What's a fiend?
Listen, brother is far more attractive than you.
I'm just saying, all y'all motherfuckers, if you were single, you'd be sitting on Tinder. It'd be 1 a.m. and you'd scroll past fucking Gyllenhaal.
Be like, all right, I guess.
And you'd be like, yeah, that's a left. All right.
Yeah, okay. So she's worthy of a 1 a.m. Tinder swipe.
She is.
Tuesday.
That's all I'm saying.
No. No. All I can think about is fucking his brother now.
Honestly, though, I'd rather fuck Jake Gyllenhaal than her. I'm not gonna lie.
No, straight up, bro. Even after he took the pipe to the face at the end of Brokeback, he probably still looks better.
Yeah.
Or less teeth that way,
Yeah, I like that. What is that line he says, Joker? You got a lot of fight in you. I like that. You're gonna love me.
Watch out! I'm gonna bareback you.
It's going in hot and dry.
It's going in dry.
It's gonna hurt a little, Batman. Yeah, this is fucking.
Let her go.
Poor choice of words.
And this whole scene is was controversial from the get-go too, because like as soon as he catches her, the scene just ends.
Yeah,
ends. It was
he
bad.
Just leaves the Joker in a party full of fucking rich people.
Oh, thank you, Joshua. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh yeah, it was a weird. You're right. The editing was very strange there.
Josh.
Oh God, you give us a 50, and then we'll have Cynic talk like Smeagol.
You can't even protect yourselves.
Yeah, you're gonna go to county. What chances do you think you have there? This is the scene you were talking about. We don't know what the fuck Alfred said.
Oi, short your plane. Where
so
Ruby size for tangerine.
Tangerine. Some people
just watch well.
Well, I like it though because like this whole time Batman's trying to figure out what is his motivation. Alfred's like stupid. Like he just wants to watch everything just like you said, burn. He's just some people are crazy and don't need any fucking need a reason. They just like seeing chaos. He says. Yeah, it's good. It's good. There you go. I'm gonna watch the world, Ben. And so he's using his magic sonar here. Is this what he's to find that? Yeah. And he hears like the Joker talking about 2 people being killed or something.
He's using the tech that like later in the movie when he introduces it to Lucius and he's created a wall of it. At this point in the movie he's using like the a little compact version of that.
Yeah. Okay, and then the names on the tags are what? What was Harvey, Patrick Harvey, and what was the other one? Something Dent.
Something.
So he's giving his clue for who's the next target, and of course the joke. Yeah, so there's a lot of little subtle things here, obviously, and this is another part here that people fucking didn't understand. Is like, why was he cutting the wall out and then using these machines to make bullet holes? Like, dude, he's trying to fucking match up fingerprint. That's it. He even says it, right?
Yeah. No, it's also just as the drinker describes things when it's just very convenient. Like he has a magic bullshit software that can reconstruct fucking bullet fragments for some fucking reason. It's just a magic bullshit device that does the thing he needs. Yeah.
Yeah, like I could almost believe it if he's just trying to reconstruct the bullet. I feel like that could exist, but like with the detail that you could see a fingerprint,
it was a little much.
It's fucking ridiculous because like Batman is supposed to be a detective at this point in cinema. We haven't seen Batman really be a detective yet, so this is like Nolan's way of making Batman like do detective work, but it's so contrived. It's just like, well, yeah, he has a magic device to figure out the clue he needs. Like, well, that's fucking convenient. So he doesn't do any actual detective work. Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how that fingerprinting thing fucking works.
You don't need to understand. The movie goes a million miles an hour, so you don't think about it.
It moves fast.
But like they spend the
it
time
moves
showing
fast.
us how it works, and I still don't get it. Like
'Cause it doesn't
dozens
make
upon
sense.
dozens. Yeah.
Doesn't need to make any
Rewatches, I
sense.
still don't get it.
Yeah. So I like this balding motherfucker, as Cinna called him, trying to blackmail because he's going through all the paperwork, right? And he finds the Batmobile schematics, right? Or the blueprints for the Batmobile.
Yeah.
And he figures, oh, Bruce Wayne,
It's pancaking
Batman-
cop cars on the evening
You
news.
didn't
I want
you didn't
$10 million.
recognize your baby pancake.
Yeah.
Cars.
I want $10 million for the rest of my life. And I like Lucius just listening calm. And he's just like, what, your plan is to blackmail this guy? And he's just like,
This is great. This is
no.
good stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, no, not
This is
going to
that
work.
writing that like Marvel fucking needs. It's
This is
situational
clever.
perfect. Yeah.
And it suits Lucius as a character who's just really cool and calm. And he has this shit under control.
Yeah.
Like he's thought this scenario through so many fucking times.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's good stuff.
But Morgan Freeman was again good casting.
Mm-hmm.
So great.
When isn't Morgan Freeman
Dude,
good
the guy,
casting?
even in the
he's
shittiest movies,
swapped.
man, his voice is just perfect. So this is where, so he asked him here, right? Like, because he reassigned his this one whole government project to that sonar thing, but he doesn't know it yet, Lucius. But he's kind of keeping it to himself still, right? Yeah. So
playing this one pretty close to the chest.
Just all right, Mr. Wayne. Then we get the obvious the scene here with the
all I can see is Patrick Bateman now.
I know.
Yeah.
dude.
He's even got the haircut. And
I
everything.
know.
Gotta return some videotapes.
Where are you going, Bruce? I have to return
I gotta return some tapes. Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
I bought a new album while I'm gone. You can listen to the new Huey
So
Lewis.
fucking good. Yeah, so they know there's a threat, right? Because this is the funeral for the commissioner that died, and he's got all these snipers and windows, and so Bruce found the fingerprint from the bullet, and it was somebody's apartment, correct? And he gets the name and address for the place.
Yeah.
And when he gets there, the police are all tied up with their weapons taken away.
Which also means that the Joker knew that he'd be able to recreate the bullet to the point where he could pull a fingerprint off of it, which is fucking pretty intense.
It's pretty
intense to say the least. Man, that guy's clever. The movie wants you to just keep saying.
And we get the Joker. Well, we can't see it here because they cut it, but like you see him without makeup.
Yeah, which is really cool. It's crazy how well the makeup effects were back. Like it's 15 years ago. They still look incredible.
They do.
Amazing.
They do. No CGI there, people. Well, they didn't really have the technology, but they wouldn't use it anyway. Not Nolan. So they kill Gordon. Well, you think they killed Gordon. Now, did you suspect like, oh, Gordon's coming back?
No,
like,
just because you knew from the trailers, unfortunately, from the scene when Joker's in jail and Gordon's talking, I unfortunately already knew. Yeah,
right.
There's no way he was dead.
Yep.
This was very good though. When she's screaming and Batman's up in the
he puts his head down.
He puts his head down. That was really good.
That was good. And I like how they're all up on the roof. And he's like, he's not
drinking.
Coming.
They're all drinking. It's fucking.
God help whoever he will. Oh, this now. Okay.
Oh, this is great.
Fucking now. There was a big. I don't want to say big. It was a small controversy with the Batman movie with Pattinson, where they did the club scene. So they obviously he said that they stole that from this. Why couldn't they be original? It's like.
It's a pretty unoriginal
undoubtedly,
scene,
undoubtedly, the Batman owes a lot to what Nolan has built.
Oh, of course,
it's not a huge fucking deal.
Not a copycat, yeah.
No.
This was pretty cool though,
and fucking the Batman does it better.
Yeah, it does it literally better.
Yeah.
Like that's like, well, fucking the Batman uses the same main character. It's fucking ridiculous.
Did he really? Wow, Batman was in the Batman.
Imagine that. They call him Bruce Wayne too.
I like how he's got Maroni hanging over the thing, and he's like, you got to do better. Like this fall wouldn't kill me.
Right.
He's just like,
he says they're wise to his act that he doesn't kill anybody.
He fucking drops the guy. Like,
well, that's also fucking insane. You see how far,
dude? It was
how high up he was.
I'm counting on
that leg crunch. Fucking crazy me every time.
And he basically tells him like, Joker's got one up on you because you won't go as far as he will. You know, you have a rule and he doesn't. So it's always been Batman's code, right? Until even though he committed manslaughter in the movie before. With
I won't kill you, but I do have
to save you. So you're gonna die.
I don't have to
I didn't kill you.
All I picture is fucking. Do you ever watch How It Should Have Ended? It's like a YouTube channel. Oh my god,
it's funny. It's
they do
good.
the Batman voice, and that's all I can hear now.
It's so good. Yeah.
I don't have to save you.
Yeah, this is that scene where he's like, yeah, nobody's gonna cross him, and so Harvey Dent kidnaps what he thinks is the guy. No, he doesn't think he shot the Joker, but he knows he's an accomplice of the Joker because he's wearing a Rachel Dawes name tag on his thing. Yeah, and I like how he was going to go there. He was going to do his coin thing, right? That Two-Face does, and I like how he's like 2 out of 3. And then Batman catches it. He's like,
also like
his name is
such a weirdly good actor to cast in such a small role.
Well, he wasn't big at the time, I don't think.
No.
Well, he did an independent movie.
He had a big movie right before this.
Thank you for not smoking.
Thank you for not smoking.
Oh, I thought you meant
no, not Harvey Dent. The cop. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I really like that dude, actually.
Yeah, he's got a big Canadian
relate
mouth,
to him.
so.
You fucking relate to him. He's nuts. Sick bastard.
He got a Canadian flapping mouth, though. He's American.
And then this whole fucking scene, he's basically telling Harvey Dent, "You gotta be better.
You gotta fucking be better, dude.
You're gonna
be able to be like this.
No more flipping coins.
Stop flipping
coins ain't the fucking way, dude.
Be a man." So he's basically just telling him how
better, Senator.
You have to be better than everybody else.
You need to do better, Senator.
You need to do better, Senator.
Yeah, and he's basically saying, "I'm going to give myself up. I'm going to turn myself in, reveal who I am, so this ends. You can't give in." Yeah. And then he goes. This is where he goes to Rachel, right? And he's telling him what's going to happen, telling her what's going. She does look like a him, but what's going to happen here? And then, she finally it's kind of fucked because she's like loyal to Harvey Dent, right? But then Bruce Wayne's her long time romantic interest, so of course he's like, yeah, I'm done, this is it, I'm gonna give myself up tomorrow, they'll never let us be together, whatever.
Why is it that like in the 2000s all the female characters in these superhero movies were just like not good people,
right?
Like
because women
like
aren't
Mary
good
Jane was a
whore.
She was
a bitch.
She was
a
whore.
Fuck, she's insufferable.
Yeah, and then in the modern superhero movies, they're all just like toxic men. Like all the women are just toxic men.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think we can all thank Forrest Gump that provided the female.
Jenny.
Jenny,
you have AIDS?
all.
That's okay. I'll marry.
Are you done being ran on by a bunch of black guys?
It's bad enough the movie was mid, and you had to have that fucking character.
That's the end of the choo-choo train for you, Jenny.
We're gonna have a baby now.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be the caboose.
You should have jumped off the balcony, Jenny. That bitch. So they're giving a press conference here, and everybody's pissed off, right? They're scared. They don't know what the fuck's going on, and he's trying to calm them down by going, "Hey, it's gonna work out. We can't let Batman give himself up. We can't give in to this fucking terrorist guy." And everybody's like, "Nah, fuck you. No more dead cops. And we don't feel safe." And which was the whole point of what the Joker wanted to do, right? Chaos.
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson came out and said, it's really not actually darkest just before the dawn.
God, that fucking guy, man.
He's such a taint, dude.
He's an insufferable.
He's a cuck. He's 100% a cuck.
He totally is, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm not the bull here.
Yeah. So, Bruce is about to give himself up, but Harvey's like, nope. I'm gonna say I'm Batman to kind of, so he could leave Batman to do whatever he needs to do. Right? He's taking the.
Because no one ever seen Batman's fucking chin.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
Harvey Dent's chin is like fucking.
It's not him. No.
I would eat that shit and mistake it for something else. You know?
What the fuck is wrong?
Wow.
Wow. God damn it. People are sick. You know that. That's why I have you on my shows.
So what's he saying here, Sanic?
He's just he thought we was doing what was right.
He's not being Batman, he's being that boy.
Yeah, so Man-Face here is like, well, that's not right because Harvey's shouldn't take the blame, and so she's gonna give it. So I understand she's carrying this letter with her all the time. I'm assuming, like it's always
for
just
the
there, just
plots in the plot's opportune moment.
Yeah, just perfect, right? Yeah. So this part is the biggest action. Would you say it's the biggest action sequence in the movie? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
sure.
Very yeah. So they're basically I like how they go through the streets of Chicago here. Yeah, dude, this is done well. And Joker's got all these little like traps to kind of maneuver where they're going to go, and so he can kind of catch up to them. And the Batmobile scene here is pretty cool. How he just fucking runs through this massive garbage truck.
This whole thing is edited like dog shit, though.
It's quick edit. It's very quick.
It's so poorly done because there's a part where he. Like the Joker's truck will come in and it hits a truck and it hits it to the left, and then the next shot is it going out to the right into the ocean. It's fucking horribly done. It's so poorly done.
I also noticed on my last watch that like the Joker has like a favorite gun.
He does.
Yeah, like he uses that little like semi-automatic or like fucking whatever pistol. Fucking so gangster. It's so dope.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Also,
bad.
this shot, I think this is a particular shot. Is this where he's ramming the truck into the roof?
He just destroys the garbage truck. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like all he did this all with miniatures, which just like gets my rocks off because nobody uses miniatures enough anymore, and they look so good.
It's all practical.
Well, the whole thing is shot. I mean, it's way darker than Bagface, and it's huge.
Jesus Christ! It's not even that dark.
Dude, it covers up all the. I don't know. That seems like a lot of shit.
It's not my problem, I guess. How it's shot. It's how it's edited. It's edited really poorly. There's a video on YouTube somewhere of someone re-editing what was available, and they made it into a coherent scene. It's really cool.
Why does Nolan do this shit though with his edits?
I don't know, bro.
Every movie you could pick out problems like that. It's so weird.
The dude's a genius, but he has this.
He's got some problems. He's an autistic slut, as Vex would say. We'll go with that. So the Joker shoots the fucking rocket launcher into the Batmobile, and it goes flying. Well, he did save though the people in this thing here by jumping over a car, which was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. But this scene was pretty badass because he crashes the Batmobile, and the way fucking Joker, the way that the Batmobile turns into a bike,
so good,
so fucking good, especially in 2008. Man, that wasn't easy to do back then with the.
So at the time that they were filming this movie, only 4 IMAX cameras existed in the world, and one of them was destroyed during this scene.
No shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that phone call after that would have been the fucking
so. Well, here's what he said. We're gonna make about how much money did this movie? Oh, we'll get to that later.
It cost 150 million to make.
Yeah, they made a shit ton of money off this movie.
Like
it made
$3
over
million
$1
of the
billion.
budget was a camera.
So
well, the insurance probably covered the destruction of the camera.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I would hate to be the production assistant that had to make that fucking call though, because it was not Nolan.
Well, didn't they have a lot of trouble with the bike though? Like it was tipping over constantly because of the wheels.
It couldn't do much.
Yeah.
They couldn't really do much. And originally he wasn't even supposed to wear the cape because they thought it would get stuck. But when they actually did it in practice, the air from the massive fucking back tire made it flow. So they're like, oh, that looks cool as hell. Like,
it looks badass.
The tape on. Yeah.
I even love how he pulls on the levers and he's like, goodbye.
Yeah.
He just fucking takes off. Like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That's when you use Morgan Freeman to apologize about that camera. Get him to call in.
I'm
Morgan
sorry.
Freeman.
I'm
sorry.
I love how
sorry.
He doesn't like think to, I don't know, maybe look to see if anybody like went up to the vehicle when he crashed through a wall to see if he was okay before just self-destructing a fucking vehicle around a bunch of innocent people. But whatever.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for you. Plot conveniences, man. Come on, we got to move the story along. Yeah, so the Joker's like he's like trapping helicopters in midair and they're crashing because he's shooting these fucking wires across the buildings. Dope. It was bad. And this fucking guy in the truck, like he said here before, he's like, "Oh, that's not good. No, that's good.
Definitely not good."
If I'm not mistaken, this was actually a female stunt driver.
It was.
No one else could do it. It was a female stunt driver, which I think is just badass.
No wonder they wrecked.
He kept crashing.
Stevie Waller Bridge.
You might as well give Lau a car.
Couldn't show the scene here, but this is
he can't drive. He's Chinese.
No, he's Chinese. Come on, kidding me? He'd kill everybody on the road. Fucking racist. This is where the Bat bike comes crashing through the fucking wall, and this cool the wheels are spinning fucking scene right before this, and then you get this famous line here, of course, which is all planned by Joker, of course, right? This is what he wants.
This is what he wants, so he knew all this shit was gonna happen.
This was cool, and they filmed this like early in the morning, right? When nobody was around, if I remember.
Yep. In the heart of Chicago.
This fucking shot is just such
madness.
Yeah.
So he gets those wires across, and you see the fucking the truck flip, and I guess that scene where you see the smoke billowing from the bottom. That was whatever machine they used to. Yeah.
And the like. So usually the pistons they use are like pretty fucking powerful. And I remember watching an interview where like they flipped this truck a bunch of times and Nolan was like, I need it to flip like all the way over. And they had to like triple the amount of fucking hydraulics they usually use to like piston the truck over.
Dude,
so
this
good,
is
man.
I love
this
shot
is the
right
scene where it's a truck flipped over, right? And then you watch like Avengers Endgame and all this insane CGI shit happens.
Bullshit.
And it just shows you, this is the scene I like to talk about when I'm like, having practical real things happen have way more fucking impact than anything CGI. You can have a city destroyed, you can have all this shit, but this made people go, holy crap.
Because the CGI takes you out because it's fake. It's fake. Like this, no, it's
a truck flipping over has way more impact, and you remember this scene way more than the million times you've seen a city destroyed.
And I love how Joker gets out and he's just shooting cars as they're coming along because he's like, hit me.
Oh,
dude, this was just like compounding the awesomeness of the character too. Because when he falls out of the truck and he's just like,
yeah,
he gets his head caught on the wire when he starts walking and twists his head. It's incredible.
I like how he goes. His henchman tries to grab the mask, right? It electrocutes him.
He stomps the shit out.
Yeah, he's just like, typical Joker shit, right? And then, of course, I like how fucking Gordon's got the gun to him, which you don't know it's Gordon yet. He's like, "Can you give me a minute? Give me a minute. Give me a minute." But it was just, it's so fucking good. And he gives up his knife. And it's funny, too, because you're thinking at this point, well, there's still like an hour left in this movie. So obviously,
there's a lot left to happen.
Yeah, there's still a lot going on. But you see Gordon. Now, so Gordon's alive. And then, they did this whole plan to get the Joker. And we got you son of a bitch. And then obviously, so is this Officer Ramirez here? The female? Is that her name?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is that her? I don't think that's her.
And the driver. Oh yeah, that's Ramirez.
Oh, the driver's her partner.
The driver
right?
is the other guy who confronts the bar. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, so
Wirtz.
like
Hertz.
I think it's.
I think Hertz.
Hertz. Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts. All right. So obviously, Two. I'm just gonna call him Two-Face. Dent and Two-Face here is like, oh, I'm gonna go see Rachel. Okay, sir. And then she has this fucking ominous look, and you're like, oh god. Which I think Vex even said, like, it's foreshadowing earlier in the movie. You knew something had to happen, but they're going through his pockets here and all this shit. Just nothing but knives and lint. This part was creepy as fuck. But this is improvised too. This part where he's clapping when Gordon gets to become commissioner, and he's like, "No, I don't want that job. Fuck you." He's like, "No, too late. You got it." And he does that ominous clap.
Clap is so good. Didn't they use that in the trailer too? I remember that shot. Yeah.
Great improvised there, by the way. Yeah. He goes back to his wife and she slaps the shit out of him, which I wouldn't blame her if she wasn't in on it. So I thought you were dead. Now you're here again. I like how I love this look. Yeah, I never know. You see like Heath Ledger's face looking at this guy like, motherfucker, don't fuck this up. My insides. He's got a fucking cell phone bomb built into his stomach. Jesus Christ. That would hurt. Yeah, so he goes back to visit his family, and then here we get the infamous scene coming up here where Batman is going to interrogate the Joker. And I like how his makeup is coming off throughout the movie.
Yeah, this looks incredible.
Yeah.
His makeup looks the coolest in this scene.
Yeah, look at that. Even these scenes.
So good.
I like how he's like, don't never start with the head.
The victim gets all fuzzy.
Yeah. Because he's still Batman's still trying to do this intimidation, and it's not going to work with this guy, right? So,
this is the scene I was talking about. That's very similar to when
De Niro and
Pacino have their sit down in the coffee shop. It's the first time they're really coming face to face and having a conversation, even though they've kind of crossed paths multiple times.
Such a good fucking scene. Both of them. This was great. This was great.
I love this too because it's like it just shows how much more the Joker understands Batman and their dynamic versus like how Batman still is seeing him. It's so fucking good.
It's so fucking good. Yeah.
Like,
so he's basically telling
writing. Who like why is there nothing? It just watching this movie is offensive, man.
Well, because today's shit, it's all shit. It's
just so shitty. Like this is fucking what the I don't know.
It's even with all actually character driven.
Yeah,
give a fuck about these characters.
Even with all the mistakes,
like conversation. Like I'm not having to fucking watch flashbacks to people doing bad no things to be like, oh, they're the bad guy. Like it's just fuck. I don't know. It just drives me crazy.
Like two people talking to really get a grasp and understand the characters
of each other. Yeah. Yep. It's great. And I like how so basically this is where Batman's like, I'm fucking done. He's flipping him over on fucking tables. Jesus. And I like how he like stops the door, but he blocks the door with the chair.
Yeah, I like how Gordon has to reassure everyone. He's like, he's got under control.
He's gonna be under control.
It's fine. It's good.
And then this is so basically this is where the Joker tells him like you're gonna he's got Rachel and Harvey Dent basically
smashing his head off the
I don't understand. Like I understand these are movies, but like
so good.
I understand it's PG-13, but like no blood. He's punching the living shit out of his face up close,
dude. Have you ever watched professional wrestling? So it goes.
Yeah, I know, but like that's wrestling. Like even in wrestling, they have fake blood and shit, don't they?
And the director's cut it gives him a Stone Cold Stunner.
So for this scene, Heath Ledger actually asked Christian Bale to hit him as hard as he could. So these are real
punches. I feel like that would rip the makeup off.
No shit.
You can see it rubbing off.
Makeup is real on there though, because they'd not want to do it too much between takes and all that shit.
Where is he? Yeah. So he gives him like the incorrect coordinates, right?
He just gives him the addresses, but tells him they're the opposite ones.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Fucking Harvey's all.
Which one are you going after?
Rachel. Fucking bear. Yeah. So they're on the phone with each other too. This guy's got good services, man.
I like how the dialogue is so poorly delivered by Maggie Gyllenhaal here. She's like, talk to me. Tell me what's going on with you.
I love you, Harvey.
How was your day?
What's going on? What did you have for lunch?
What are we getting for dinner after this?
Hi,
Joker's
Tim.
Hey, Tim. Oh, hi, Tim. I didn't even say. Hey,
Tim,
buddy.
I like
leave the cannoli. Take this. So yeah. So obviously, Joker's playing with this fucking other guy's mind, right? He's like, "How many of your friends did I kill?" And he's like, "What is that line?" He says, "Like, do you want to know which one were cowards?" It's like, oh, God,
that really fucks with the guy.
So good.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's fucking. What does he say? Like, he said he would. What is something like? He said it was going to be like Christmas.
Yeah, he said he was going to replace something or other with like bright lights, like Christmas. Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a good scene right there. He's he's pissing or shitting or something. I have to go to the bathroom, Rachel.
It's coming out.
He threw me in here. I had to shit for fucking 5 hours.
He knocks over the gasoline or oil or whatever the fuck this is, and then
I like how it gets all over his face, but it perfectly turns only one half of his face off.
Look at it. He thought just like, I'm gonna kill this fucker.
Yeah.
I like how there's a shard of glass right there, and Batman didn't take it with. Like, it's just these little. I get it. You got to move. Hey, Joker voice. What's up? Hey, your perfect scene for you, buddy. Look at
there we go.
Oh, that was a good shit. Yeah. This scene was great. And he's just coaxing
your friends better than you ever would.
You want to know which ones are cowards. And then he has the bomb go off, basically. And he brings out the guy with the fucking the knife, the glass knife in his throat. He's like, I just want my phone call.
I just want my phone call.
See, and that's the humor that it didn't slow down the momentum of the scene at all because it suited the character. It made sense that he'd be this way. It was, it's just perfect.
Well, and like even when he's telling a joke, there's this sense of like, oh fuck, what the fuck is he gonna do? Like it keeps you on edge while also like lightening it in some way.
I wonder if that was Verizon or Sprint.
Back then, it was probably Maybe it was
Probably
Cricket.
Verizon.
I bet it was
Oh.
Verizon back then.
Yeah,
Probably.
Verizon owned a
Definitely
lot.
not
like the-
fucking T-Mobile. So.
I like not back then. T-Mobile.
Mobile.
This scene was I don't know. I fucking couldn't stand her in this movie.
Yeah, I love this scene though.
No, yeah,
like,
It legit caught me off guard.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh
if-
yeah.
and it's,
I agree.
and,
I
like,
agree.
My
It's
answer
so
is
much
yes.
more
My
intense
answer is yes.
I will have a threesome with you and Bruce.
when
God,
you'd
it's so
expect
annoying.
any other shitty director, fucking Marvel. It would have been like,
no.
the answer
No.
is, and then the bomb would have gone off. And you're like, oh no, we never
Yeah,
know the
that was a
answer.
shock.
Yeah,
like,
but she would have been back in the sequel because she lives
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
And, and so obviously, surprise, he gets to the
Mid.
place and it's really Harvey and not, So obviously, and then the place explodes and conveniently burns his face where he had the oil on.
Only that one half, even though it
That
got
one
all
half.
over his fucking face.
Yeah, I had a problem with what happened to his face afterwards. Like, I get what they were trying to do, but the guy is fucking talking in perfect sentences with half his lip missing. It's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
come on.
And his eyes like not
He's
completely
drooping,
dried out and falling
yeah.
out of his face. Yeah.
So this is where he gets Lau out of jail, the Joker, and then everybody's really sad because Rachel's dead, except me. I like this.
This
scene.
was great.
Yeah,
Oh,
great
it's
fucking
iconic.
shot.
so good.
Great
Yeah.
shot.
You know, they really stole this scene in the Joker. You know,
They did.
when
They
he's
did
in
it
the
again
in
cop car.
Joker. Yeah, you're
right. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Fucking
Alfred read the
losers.
letter.
Fucking
This fucking guy is
losers.
opening. This guy's opening up people's mail.
Yeah,
Look at
dude.
this shit.
He's such a fucking piece of
Fucking
shit.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Venmo, the tall
She
dream.
said he could read it though. He's like, when will I know when to give it to him? And she's like, it's not sealed. So
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Bet
still
you didn't say-
such a piece of shit.
Fucking asshole.
just because you
jerk.
can't understand him.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
Is that supposed to be a
$100.
British accent, Vex?
You
Okay.
can't expect me to do accents right now.
I like your Dracula accent. My favorite one. Yeah, so she reads it, and basically it's like telling Bruce Wayne, yeah, I'm gonna basically go get this other dick over here from Harvey, and then we're done. We're done.
I'm a female in a 2000 superhero movie, so I'm a bitch.
I'm a
And,
bitch. And he's just chilling in his Batman suit and his penthouse, all depressed. And he tells Alfred, like, yeah, she was gonna leave me. She was gonna come with me. We were finally gonna be together. And he's like, oops, I'm gonna take
He's
this
like,
letter.
oh shit,
now.
maybe I should
Yeah.
take this back.
Maybe I'll
away."
shouldn't take this letter.
Batman, the detective who's aware of everything, is not even
didn't see the
close to
letter.
curious.
Oh, he
why
read
that
him the
note's
letter.
there.
He just couldn't fucking understand him. He's like, huh. So
And then it comes up 8 years later in the Dark Knight Rises, like,
Yeah.
Alfred, get out of my house, you piece of shit.
I finally understood what the fuck. I created software to decipher what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah, this is where Harvey wakes up and he's really pissed off. And he rips his whatever the fuck that is off. I don't know what you call it. It's like a-
Yeah. So I would imagine. So is this what they do if you have like 8-degree burns?
yeah, they just
put a little bit
only
of
look
Single
put a
layer
little,
of
a
cloth.
single
a
layer.
little
of cloth on it.
aloe vera on it, and just
I'm sure that
no
doesn't
big deal.
stick to it or anything at all.
no. And this guy, this balding fuck, he's like, I know the identity of Batman. I'm gonna give him up.
And the dude
Meanwhile-
from Breakfast Club is like, she cannot hold you smoke. And,
Like, dude, that's right. God,
Wait, who is he in Breakfast Club? Is he the
he's
nerd?
the skinny,
he's the
skinny
nerd.
nerd.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
There was a
cannot-
career transition with him from Breakfast Club to Edward Scissorhands, and like he looked like a completely different person between both movies. I know they were far apart.
And
but,
then
like,
he was
Jesus Christ.
absolutely terrible in Halloween Kills a couple of years ago.
Oh god,
Oh my god! Yeah, I remember who that guy.
Evil
was.
dies tonight.
you were gonna say something, Vex? I'm sorry.
Dude,
thought you were
I've
saying-
had my mic off for like a good minute.
Oh, I
so
thought you were
no.
gonna say something. My bad.
her face kind of indicated that she was going to say something. I mean, just look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Yeah, so the Harvey's he's not happy. He's not happy. He gets a little visit from the commissioner.
Yeah.
And
What was it, Gordon? Two-Face, Harvey Two-Face.
Two-Face.
When he's this is so like over the top and corny, was just like, say it.
Yeah.
That's so
Well, then they go with the
fucking
dude. I'm like, why? How is he able to speak? I don't understand, man.
Can I just is chat saying that Gwyneth Paltrow isn't attractive now?
No, Andrew is saying
No.
that Pepper Potts is a good female character in a
Oh.
2000 superhero
Okay.
movie.
Oh,
Is she-
You
Oh.
guys
Is she-
think Gwyneth Paltrow's not
is she
good looking? I got no
though?
hope.
No, she's
Oh,
Nah.
attractive
Thanks, Tim.
for sure. Yeah.
Tim, you don't have to lie to me, but thank you.
Not anymore. She is.
I just want
She
to throw a
used to
little.
be.
I want to throw like a Jolly Rancher in there. See that little open port?
Yeah.
Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Rancher.
Hey, he's got a bonus hole now. Don't
got a
worry.
big
Aaron.
That is a creepy fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah. Now I will say that Aaron Eckhart, I thought that he played. I mean, he was probably given some lines that were, that had to be delivered in this movie's way. But I thought that I found him like genuinely creepy as fuck. After,
he was good.
He's transitioning into Two-Face.
Oh, he was transitioning. All right.
Yeah.
Then Mark Maroney here is just like, I didn't want this.
Hey, we
know,
didn't want this. Who the fuck you talking about?
Hey, you scumbag. This part was
fucking
fucking
cocksucker.
great. Look at all that
Shut up,
money.
yeah.
God damn.
Just an I don't know if like small countries have that much money, let alone the fucking
I like how
mob.
it just slides down.
Now it's the Joker's.
Yeah.
Just is.
And that's only half.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And I like how he's kind of telling him.
Sorry,
go ahead, buddy.
I like that they were like, yeah, you can have half for killing the Batman. And he's like, well, I really pissed him off. Can I have half the money now? And they're like, absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm burning only my half.
I do like that Lau is at the top of the money and he burns him
Burns
alive.
it. Yeah.
so
Fucking
good.
sadistic fuck, man. I swear to God.
Dude, when
bet
he's
it
just
smelled
throwing
really good,
cash
though.
at him and hits him right in
Yeah.
the fucking face.
Look at this guy.
Anybody want some dim sum?
And there's a perfect shot here too of him them standing there with the fire in the background. So good. And I like how he's like, they won't work for the freak, and he mimics him for the freak.
Unlike, I don't know how much you guys are into like film and shit, but there's like, you can actually tell they're standing in front of a fire, which is just so nice.
Oh yeah,
so nice. It's like any
Beautiful
other
shot.
production
Oh,
now
you
would be
can
like,
tell. You
that's
can tell.
pretty. Yeah,
It's so good. It's so good.
it's just, it's really like, it felt so normal in 2008. Watching this, like it felt like it was a good movie, but it was like, oh yeah, like I don't know, Spider-Man 2 felt pretty good, and this was good, and like Iron Man was good, and you're like, oh, the world's good. And now looking back, you're like, damn,
It's
like we had
what
it
happened.
so fucking good.
Yeah, what the
for
fuck
like a little
happened?
bit there.
And balding fuck here is because he's on the talk show and the Joker calls into the show, right? And he's like, basically saying, well, like the more Batman delays, I'm gonna blow up a hospital. I'm gonna do all this heinous shit. And then shit kind of goes crazy here for a while because even him, he's like, I gotta go fucking do something about this. And I like how he takes his fucking million. I don't know how. Yeah,
Much more show. Lamborghini then. Much more show.
come on,
I got a Lamborghini then.
like a tangerine. Yeah, he's taking
Take the
his
back
fucking-
pod, sir. Fucking Jesus Christ almighty.
and they're trying to. Oh no, because he said to kill this guy, and then
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah, because he goes, if Coleman Reese isn't dead.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow up a hospital.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gordon takes him out, and it's funny, and even the guy in the fucking car that he's driving wants to kill him because obviously, and then this thing of this. There you go. Well, this is a
my
little,
favorite meme.
this is a little representation for the people today, right? He's dressed up as a woman. He's got makeup on. It's nice.
It's nice.
Nice. That was a good
Look at
scene
that
too,
subtle
coming up.
off-white coloring on it. Cement.
Yeah, it's so good, right?
Tasteful
Yeah.
thickness of it.
Look at this. It's got a little blood on his pillow. You might want to clean that up.
Yeah.
Might want to clean that up. Oh, thank you, Hostman Socrates. Appreciate you, buddy. Can only Sasquatch. The hospital idea really came to me. Oh, you're a sick man, Joker. Wait, the hospital idea came to me after taking a shit after some really spicy Thai food. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so this scene was great. This is where you get a pretty good dialogue between him. This is where he kind of officially turns Two-Face into his favor. And obviously, without playing it, you can't get the full context, but basically Joker's just like, hey, let's cause some chaos. And he's like, and what's that line that he delivers about everything being normal and everybody's safe with even bad things happening as long as it's part of the plan, like it's supposed to happen.
When he's talking about like how like if like gang members or like army like
the soldiers die or
no
something.
one blinks an
It's
eye,
expected,
but like
so it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's such like it's such a deep philosophical, like
It is,
actually
he's right.
well thought out character moment, and like because it's like if you're gonna try and turn someone like Harvey Dent to your side, there's only like so many ways you could pull it off. Like to find him in this moment and kind of like show him like nobody cares that Rachel died. They care
100%.
because like I threatened the mayor. This like you know what I mean? It's
out of the norm.
The funny thing is though is how much he tries to convince people that he doesn't have a plan when he has a very, very, very
thought out plan.
Like, yes, the end result isn't necessarily like he just chose it. He's like, I want to cause chaos, but to do that, I need a very, very well constructed plan where everything needs to perfectly fall into place or it'll get fucked up. But nothing will because I'm more clever than everybody else.
It's interesting though, because if you look at like the moments in the movie, he has things planned, but it's almost like he's planning for chaos. Like even in this moment, he knows like, okay, if he pulls the trigger and I die, the chaos still ensues because Harvey Dent just like shot the Joker in the head. Yeah. Exactly. Like
I like how he gets his coin out here. You live, you die.
So is he like the he's like the AI in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning where he just like knows all possible outcomes?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. What were you gonna say, Vex? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So according to Aaron Eckhart, Heath Ledger just kind of like walked around in the nurse outfit and everything, mumbling to himself for about 20 minutes before they did this scene. And then they did the scene, and that was one of the few times he broke character afterwards. And he was just like, that's real acting.
Wow.
That was interesting.
That's pretty wild. It's pretty interesting. I like that. Like these little tidbits you find. They're amazing. Yeah, so he's driving his expensive Lamborghini through the streets. Streets. Yeah, then he crashes the car into the did he crash it into the van that was carrying the guy?
I think he
there was a truck that was ready.
I was gonna jump him and try to crash into them.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. And he's like, well, what's going on? And Gordon's like, you don't watch too much TV, do you, Mr. Wayne?
I like the small look he gives to the dude too, because like the dude knows that he's Batman. Fucking saved your ass, so you better shut the fuck up.
You better shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
Piece of shit.
And this
is improvised again. Well, not this scene. I mean, the part where he looks back because the thing didn't go off but so fucking iconic.
Have you guys seen that clip? Because it was extended this scene a little bit where you see him in the actual bus with all the patients.
Yeah.
Have you seen that clip?
No.
Yeah, I think you can still find it on YouTube.
Interesting.
You just understood the assignment better than anyone has ever fucking understood the assignment.
I love this. Good shot here. The hospital just fucking collapsing. It was really good. Of course, they said they got the patients out, right? Or no, they didn't get all the patients out.
No, they did out of that one.
Oh, they did. That's right. Yeah. But the people on the bus were missing. That's right. Right. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, man. Then he captures Breakfast Club boy.
Yep.
And he
cannot hold his smoke. Cannot hold his smoke.
Such a good movie.
So this is probably the creepiest part of the movie right here.
Yeah, so he's basically he's giving his speech through the camera because he's got kidnapped, and Joker's basically giving his plan away, right? But he doesn't have a plan, but yet he has a plan. This is that R&D project, right? You were talking about Cynic. That's a fucking expensive fucking interface right there, I would imagine.
It is.
But
we've tapped into everything that Google does already.
Yeah. So he's got a sonar thing that can map out everything in the fucking city.
Yeah, this is so light now compared to reality.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And I like the message that Lucius gives him, like when he's like, "Oh, nobody should have this much power," and
except this one time.
This one time, I'll give you my resignation.
If he was actually fucking noble, he'd just be like, I ain't fucking helping you, boy.
I ain't doing this now.
Away.
Something Patriot Act. Something.
Pretty much the NSA's reasoning. It's like, we'll catch one guy once, and then we'll shut her down. Maybe.
And then you got Two-Face drinking and spilling on himself. This fucking rude bastard. Clean yourself up.
Yeah.
Got something on his face too.
Spilling all over the place.
Spilling shit. Yeah. Because this guy was corrupt and he knew it, and so I like how he's just like, "Yeah, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you." Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is
Listen,
too dangerous.
again, I'm fat as fuck. He offered me like 5,000 tacos. I said yes.
Hey, extra money for some food, huh? Hey, yeah. And so you took my sonar concept and made it big. Yeah, so he's basically telling him, "Just fucking do this for me." Like
he's basically telling the audience what Batman did.
What we're gonna do.
But I want it to be like a bat. Can you make it like a bat?
Yeah,
hold on.
It needs to be colored blue, so it looks real cool.
Yeah. So look at all the people trying to leave the city. Oh, did he threaten to blow up the city? Is that what it
He
was?
threatened to blow up all the bridges if
Bridges,
they tried
right.
to
He says
leave.
the bridge and the train crowd are in for a surprise.
Surprise. Yeah.
So the cops end up blocking all the bridges, not letting anyone leave.
Right. Thank you again, buddy. Question for the panel. I've heard some people in the conservative sphere of the interwebs call the Dark Knight an allegory for the war on terror. Do you think there's any water to be held?
When this came out in 2008, like that whole scene right there was clearly an allegory for the Patriot Act that was
100%.
brought on by 9/11. Yeah, it was. That's 100%.
Well, that's accurate. Yeah.
Which is interesting because like it just like films have always had politics in them in some way. It's just like nowadays it's just so it's just not well. If it was well done, I think we'd be having a different conversation nowadays.
100%.
And the Joker is literally, if you look up the definition of terrorism, that is what the Joker is. It's like
terrorist.
Oh yeah.
His literal goal is kind of to cause enough terror so that society tears itself apart so it can rebuild as something else, like chaos.
Right. And with him getting rid of his money, I mean, it's as pure anarchy as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets Maroni here
Fucking
alone, and he said Maroni's trying to play it off like Joker did this to you. I didn't do this to you, and he's like, yeah, but you know, you've been paying off fucking policemen in Gordon's unit for so long that. You know, you're
Julia
part of the
Roberts'
problem.
brother, you can't fucking kill me.
You fucking can't touch me.
Julia Roberts is my sister, bro.
You know,
you kill me, bro.
She fucked a millionaire herself in Pretty Woman. Come on. Fuck. Yeah, so he flips the coin, right? And I like how he's like, "Well, it's your lucky day," and he thinks he's off the hook. But he goes, "But your driver," you know, shoots the driver. Car flips, of course. Everybody lives, well, except for.
Well, no, only
the two other guys. Only Two-Face.
We never see Maroni again, so he
actually, yeah, you just assume, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get everybody on these ferries. Being on a ferry in general is a scary fucking thing. I don't know if anybody's been on a ferry, but
Gotham bridges have a hard time. These movies.
I mean, if you lived in a country that had actual infrastructure and like money to uphold it, you know, they're not that scary in Canada. They're pretty.
It's the fuck. I used to take them in New York a lot. I don't know, something about the fucking water in this thing. And the weird people that were on it. I don't know.
Oh, and this is Chicago, man. Have you ever seen the river going through Chicago? It's fucking disgusting.
It's gross. Yeah, that's why they color it green every year for St. Patrick's.
For the St. Patrick's Day,
cover it up for a little while.
No, that's the real color.
Yeah, they just clean it.
Get rid of the dye for a couple of days.
Yeah, so they find the detonator devices that are on the ferries, right? And then he tells them over the loudspeakers, like, it's to the other. This thing will blow up the other ferry, not yours, but the other one. You have to make a moral decision here, basically. Do you live or do the other people live? And that's fucking crazy.
You choose.
But I like how that one guy was thought he was a badass. Like, I'll do it, and then he couldn't do it anymore. Sorry, Cynic.
I like how he says that he's talking about the other boat, and he said they're like murderers and thieves. They made their decision. I'm like, so thieves and murderers are the same thing to you. Like, well, this guy stole a fucking bread basket, and that one killed a wife. They both deserve to die.
Clearly, motherfucker, you haven't been on Twitter lately because most of your country thinks that way. They're like, all these shoplifters and fucking Walmart should just be shot on sight. That's like every take I see.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm also saying that's fucking absurd.
For them to do it like that,
crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Well, that's what happens if you take all law and order away in certain areas.
Well, the big black dude is my.
I was gonna say, little did they know, but fucking Debo was there to take care of this situation.
Debo was gonna take. Yeah, that was a nice surprise, right?
He's just so menacing. Like, I'm gonna do what you should have done 10 minutes ago. Like, holy.
So that Officer Ramirez chick is like, "Hey, Gordon, Jim needs you. Can you come with me, please?" She's like, "Yeah, sure."
I like how he lectures her. You know why she fucking did that? Because she fucking trusts you.
Yeah. So obviously,
I hate his acting once he turns into Two-Face, though.
It's really corny.
It's overacting.
So over the top. Yeah.
It is really corny.
Like she lied.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have been as bad if like Heath Ledger wasn't completely just fucking running laps around him.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing is, like, I love these movies so much, but if you were to sit and ask me, like, hey, what did you think of Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face? Like, pretty cringe. What'd you think of Christian Bale as Batman? I don't know. Have you heard the voice? Pretty fucking cringe.
I don't know.
Batman
I've always had a problem with Two-Face as a character. It just doesn't seem. It seems like he's going to get a lot of infections, and like food would be a problem. So I've never really been a fan of the character in the first place. It just seems like a pretty stupid concept. I go a chance, and I got an ugly ass face.
What's up?
Face? I got a fucking coin, bro.
I got a coin though.
Like I don't know comic books that well, but I feel like their character, like the Joker and Two-Face, feel like they'd be characterized kind of similar to me. Like they're both kind of flippant.
They're
villains
separated really well as far as their character, the way they actually act, and their motivations in the comic books are very different. Yeah. So this is like in this one, like Two-Face is almost like unhinged. After he becomes Two-Face, it's not really how he acts in the comic books. Did you ever play the Arkham games?
Yes.
Not enough. Not
great games.
Yeah, those are really good characterization.
Phenomenal series.
Even though I did not like the last one as much, but it was still good. Fucking Batmobile missions were goddamn pain in the ass. Good to see your Vex is right. It's a great series though. So I'm trying to remember because I don't know why I forgot this. So Gordon and Batman here are arguing about how to go in and get the Joker because Batman's trying to tell him, well, I got a way to do it. And Gordon's like, no, we can't wait or something. And Batman's like, nah, do it my way. And they kind of have a little argument on the bridge, right? I forgot why they were arguing though. Right before this scene.
Because Gordon thought they needed to wait or they put their lives at risk, and Batman said, no, I need to do it now, basically. And what I really liked about this part was when Batman jumps, Gordon pulls the gun, but he knows he's not going to shoot. Batman knows he's not going to shoot. And he shouts, we have to save Dent. I have to save Dent. Like he feels responsible for Harvey.
Yeah. His eyes glow. It was a pretty cool scene with the sonar, though.
Yeah, this is a little throwback to the comic book, the white eyes. It was a nice little
pretty cool.
Way to do it in reality.
Yeah, and Dent's basically telling Gordon here, like, come to where my family.
My family. Like, bro, it's not your fucking family.
It's not your fucking family. You piece of
you didn't get fucking engaged yet.
She was about to get
yes. Bro.
She said yes when she thought she was gonna die. Like,
count. like you're gonna get. She was ready to get dicked down by Bruce Wayne again. You're worried about fucking. Hey,
Jesus.
Like Cynic said, 2,000 fucking women in comic book movies. Yeah, so this is where they're going to send. They send the SWAT. So Joker does something clever here. He puts the mask on the hostages and ties the guns into their hands, so the police think that they are the bad guys. But the Batman comes and saves the day. It was pretty cool how he did it too, with the sonar, and he's tying them, all the cops up and like fucking with his grappling shit, and he has them. Then he pushes them out the fucking thing, and they're hanging. It was a pretty cool scene. Then he's got to deal with these fucking dogs again, though. Fucking guy and dogs. The Rottweilers. Oh, here we go with the moral dilemma part.
This fucking cartoon character.
I know, right? Look at this face.
Where the fuck did you find this guy? Jesus.
His fucking face. That's a big fucking nose. Yeah, it's good. It's good. So this part was cool. Yeah. He's just beating the shit out of everybody. Yeah, see, he just kicks them all out the window. And then, it's so he figures it out, right? Batman figures it out, obviously, and then this is where he meets the Joker again. And
this is good shit.
Oh man, him beating on him, fucking so good,
wailing on him.
He's just kicking his ass. Yeah,
I love the moment where he decides to do it too. Like he's just watching the dogs. Yeah, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. He just goes in.
How tall is Heath Ledger? He's a big he's a lanky motherfucker.
I think he's like 5'10" or 11. So
okay,
I think he's tall. And Christian Bale's like six. Christian Bale's like 6 foot.
Heath Ledger was 6'1".
Was he really?
Yeah.
They were like the exact same height.
He's
then.
a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
I mean, back then, fucking high school students are like 6'7" now.
You don't know how to take a life. I like his little speech here with his eye looking one way.
Give it to me, and I'll do what you did.
That's
you were supposed to do 10 minutes ago.
Just about to do.
There you go. They chose to murder it still. This fucking guy.
I do what you supposed to did 10 minutes
I like how
ago.
it's typical to like people who are like that though, where they talk, but when the moment comes, they're like, nah, I can't do this.
I love how every fucking criminal watches him throw the detonator out the window, and they're all just like, "There's no fucking way I could take this guy." So I'm gonna just sit my ass.
I know. I like that
8
there
feet
was
tall.
like some conflicting attitudes there because some people were like, "Oh fuck,
We're all gonna die.
Oh,
now.
shit, I still owe him cigarettes. So
Commissary, man. Yeah, I like this shot.
fuck
Nice
with
little
that.
shot of the Joker up close. Oh, that's because his eye thing went off, right? And it came back on right at the time Joker was right up in his face. Yeah, that was good. There we go. Look at that fucking guy's scary looking, man.
yeah, you don't even know what he's pissed off at. You can't tell.
And that he's whispering. He's doing like this whispering. Shut up! You should have did 10 minutes ago.
It's my bike, punk.
Ice Cube kicked my ass, and I gotta get it back. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this guy's face. He's like, "Oh man,
I'm so fucking dead, man."
That looked like Cillian Murphy right there.
He does look like Cillian Murphy.
The Scarecrow's like, "Oh fuck, bro.
Fuck, man."
She's
So
hoping he's high as fuck on that scarecrow.
Yes.
The scene on the ferries only took a day to film, and there were 800 extras on it. So they had a schedule for everyone.
That's pretty impressive, actually, for one day.
Yeah.
Look at this guy's face. Like, oh man, I'm a bitch. I can't pull that. I can't turn the key. Why would I do that? Yeah. So he just basically like. And I like how the Joker here is just like waiting any second for it to happen, and Bruce fucking Bear Batman.
I don't know if you guys noticed it here. If you go back,
Sorry, go ahead. Max.
if you go back.
Sorry. Yes, right here.
So the moment the Joker realizes that they're not gonna blow up they're not gonna kill each other, the camera does something very interesting here, and then you don't see it in the next shot where they zoom in on his face again. Like the camera actually shakes a little bit and almost zooms in on his face, like it focuses on its face, so you can actually see the entire like joking facade break for a moment.
Just for a moment. Yeah.
Just for that second.
Just for that moment. Because then when he looks back at Batman and then he gets the key again, the camera doesn't do that again.
Nice.
That was an interesting thing I noticed when I was rewatching
That's a good catch.
earlier.
I never would have fucking noticed that. Wow. This is why you're special, Vex.
Thanks, Paul.
This city just showed you.
Like, what did he say? Like, okay. You're all alone.
Nobody likes you, Gollum.
Yeah, like you want to get that. You want to know how I got these guys? I know how you got these.
What could be a badass line just delivered so
stupid. I will
he's
say
fucking
though,
laughing as he's falling because he's like, I finally got that motherfucker. He killed me.
I love what they did with the camera here, how they inverted it while he's talking
and
to
how they
him.
slowly turned it.
Yeah, God, it was so good, man.
So good.
Bro, so they really filmed this upside down, him upside down. So it's like, how long could they let him stay that way before they had to lift him up and let the blood fucking flow back to the rest of his body where he passed out?
He took full force punches from Christian Bale. I'm sure he was just hanging upside down until he threw up. Then they just fucking flip him back over.
Jesus,
right.
Tobey Maguire style.
Right. It's so fucking incredible.
Another fun bit of trivia. This was actually filmed in Trump Tower when it was under construction in Chicago.
Listen, that's it.
Fuck
The stream just
Chicago.
got. Now we're demonetized. You said Trump. It's over.
Make Gotham great again.
The one
All
word
that
you
fucking
can't
super
say.
chat money's gone. Thanks. No, I'm just kidding. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
All you need is a little push.
Fuck, I wish he didn't die. God damn it.
Yeah, man. The third movie would have been so.
Oh, it would have been so good.
The third movie was a fucking shit show, man.
I mean, I've said this before. It's a little fucked up, but if Johnny Depp died after the first Pirates of the Caribbean, man, what a way that would have been great.
What a good way to go.
Hold up, what?
Because that role would have been so iconic the way we think of this one now. But now Jack Sparrow.
Oh,
I get
because
what
you
you
would,
mean.
yeah.
He went out on a high note, and that's
A
what
one
he
and
will
done.
always be remembered as. He will
We
always
would
be-
have thought of the Jack Sparrow character based on that one movie in the same stratosphere as we think of this one.
Yeah,
we would have.
We got a
Well,
lot
I
of
always
shitty movies
wonder,
after that.
would Heath still have won that Oscar if he?
I
hadn't
think so
passed away?
because
I think
when the
so.
trailer dropped for this movie was like 3 or 4 months before he died, and I remember seeing the trailer and be like, dude, that motherfucker could win an Oscar for this. That looks insane.
No, he was that good. So yeah,
You could
I don't
tell
know.
from the trailer it was.
Who was he up?
gonna
I don't
be
even remember who he's up against. Maybe that's in the trivia, but like I don't think. Yeah, I still think he would have won. He was that.
There was
good.
no one that was going to beat him.
Yeah, no. I like this part here. Two-Face is like, tell him it's gonna be a lie, like
Lie,
bitch.
like I cringed.
Oh god, the fucking face, man. Yeah. So basically, this is just fucking Harvey Dent playing mind games with Commissioner Gordon. Even Commissioner Gordon's like, we fucked up. You know, what do you want me to tell you, man? But what do you want me to do? He's like, take me, basically. Leave my family alone. I'm the one who fucking got Rachel killed. But like, I was a contributor. And then you got
Just rolls in there, growling.
Yeah. His son's so he's gonna flip his coin basically and decide who he's gonna kill. And then there's Batman. You can't kill him.
You thought we could be uncringy men in a cringy
Yeah.
time.
You're the one pouring the good, Harvey.
Pardon.
Like, why are you talking? Look at his face. Like, why are you speaking that way? Why do you talk like that?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Half of my
this kid's
face
like,
is gone, and you keep talking that way.
Half my
This
face
kid's-
is gone, and you can understand me.
It's like this mumbling motherfucker Batman's gonna get me killed. 'Cause he can't
Wait.
understand what the
All right. By
wait.
the way, sorry,
Yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead.
I just looked it up. Fucking Robert Downey Jr. got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for Tropic Thunder this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was actually
I
gonna
remember
list
that.
out the
That's funny.
nominees.
Michael
There was a-
Shannon.
Yep.
You can rip them if you want. Sorry, I'm just amazed by that because that movie would be fucking garbage can this year if it came out.
Right. No, there were a lot of good contenders. Philip Seymour Hoffman was there. Michael Shannon and Josh Brolin were all up.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah,
But Michael
he-
Seymour Hoffman.
Well, Philip Seymour Hoffman already won
Philip
an Academy
Yeah.
Award for Best
Yeah.
Actor. So,
Yeah, so
and
he didn't need
deservedly so, because Capote was great, the one he
But
won for.
was a
Tropic
good movie,
Thunder, that's a tiebreaker for me.
The
That's
only
tough,
reason
man.
he was nominated for Tropic Thunder is because Iron Man was so good.
Mhm.
And Tropic
so?
Thunder came out the
He
same
lifted it up,
Yes,
yeah.
there's no fucking way that movie. He didn't deserve an Oscar nom.
So
for
if
that
Iron
movie.
Man was a
That's
bomb,
ridiculous.
he doesn't get nominated. You say?
No, if Iron Man wasn't good, there's
That
no way
doesn't
Robert Downey Jr.
I think a
gets
lot of people were
nominated.
just happy that
He was
he
back.
came back, and
like a give me.
he played a better Black Man than anybody we've ever had on the show. So
You guys ready for that Ezra nom when he comes back all sober?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
yeah. Oh, he'll
That's,
get it. He'll get it.
What category is he gonna be nominated in? He's non-binary.
Oh, maybe
Best
they'll create
supporting them.
They're gonna
Best
create a
supporting they.
non-binary category. Yeah, best supporting they them. Yeah, and I like this is the part where he does his gravelly voice even more. I'll be whatever they want me to be.
The city needs me to be.
We can't let them know what happened. I killed those cops.
But the Joker cannot win.
And even him, look at his face here, Batman. He's like, I gotta stop talking like this.
Yeah, he
My
cocks
throat
his head.
hurts.
The Joker can't
Yeah,
fucking
my
win.
throat's killing me.
He's just taking a look at this fucked up face. He's like, "What the
He's
hell
like, I
is
killed
that?"
this guy. I ruined his life.
He has a bonus hole.
Yeah, and he gives.
I've
that-
never seen one of those before.
I'm not gonna let him fill my bonus.
Yeah.
I'm whatever
Cool.
Gotham needs me to be.
I will say though, the score of this movie was pretty good. It's pretty good. It was
Who
Hans
did the
Zimmer.
score?
right?
Is this Hans
It
Zimmer?
was I think it was Hans Zimmer. I believe
It
He
is
gets
Hans
trashed
Zimmer.
on Mr. Brown every Sunday.
Hans
Why?
Zimmer.
Oh yeah, they explained. Never mind.
They hate Mr. Brown, or Mr. Brown hates
Hans
the
Zimmer.
Alliance hates Hans Zimmer.
Hans? I love Hans.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he's just different style.
I mean, he repeats a lot of the same shit. in
He's
his
not.
movies,
He's a he makes noises. He doesn't make music.
Yeah. like yeah.
Yeah, like he actually scores movies instead of just making music to go to
Yeah.
movies. I think that's
Yeah.
like good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like objectively. It's like being like Picasso didn't really paint faces, you know.
No.
So he's not really a painter.
I just don't like whoever started the fad of suddenly every scene was going in the trailer was going.
Oh.
"Oh."
So, it was James Newton Howard and Hans Zimmer. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's right. There was a dual composer. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, so this is the cool part. Like they're going through the dialogue and Lucius
Tried to
gets
have
his
their
wish.
faith rewarded.
Yeah, he blows up the fucking servers. That probably cost $6 million. And where's
I
he
got
going,
billions for
Dad?
this.
He's got to run, fix his voice, son. Yeah,
He's got to go
was a-
fucking have some herbal tea.
Yeah, he keeps
Sued that
hobbling
boy.
to his Batmobile. He's a watchful protector.
A Dark Knight.
A Dark Knight. It was a cool ending. It was cool with the score coming in the name, like Nolan does. He puts the title of the movie at the end of the fucking movie.
Yep.
There you go. That was The Dark Knight. Good movie. Good movie. Leaps and bounds better than the fucking shit that came after it. I'll tell you that much. Wow.
Yeah. Like,
I'd argue that this was Nolan's peak, in all honesty, and everything after this movie was not that great.
What came after? It was Inception after this?
Yeah.
Yep, Inception was
is
2
better
years
than
after
this.
this.
I think
No.
Inception's his best movie.
I think Inception is
Inception's
overrated. It's a
fucking
good movie, but
no.
it's not that great.
Also, I'm a Tenet defender, so
I haven't seen Tenet, so I can't.
The black guy in the role.
Yeah, no shit. He's the lead. Well, you got to go with this shit.
no. Okay. In my defense, it's like it's an entire like $100 million writing exercise, and that just fucking makes me so
A
happy.
little too Nolan though. Like he
It's
went a
just-
little too crazy with his toy. But it's not like a worst movie I've ever seen. It's just I don't know. But yeah, he needs Oppenheimer to fucking hit because he needs a win. Poor Nolan. I don't know. I loved Inception. I liked Interstellar until the last fucking 20 minutes.
Oh man, Interstellar fucking gets me off.
I love that
too.
movie
Holy
until that
shit.
ending. That fucking ending I can't stand. But whatever. I guess we could do the trivia. Vex, you up for the trivia, lady?
I made a whole new section for the trivia for this movie.
Hold on. Here you go.
All right. All right. So budget was $185 million. It went on to gross over $1 billion worldwide during its first theatrical run. Just pretty impressive. It stayed at number 1 for 2 weeks until the release of Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which
Oh God.
I know, terrible movie, but this was before all those, revivals were letting us down massively.
movie.
So
Yeah.
first comic book movie to reach the $1 billion mark worldwide. It made more money than Batman Begins' entire domestic run in just 6 days of release.
Jesus.
Wow.
Also, the highest grossing Batman movie or at DC movie period, which was a record previously held by 1989's Batman. It hit all these records without being released in China at all. And the same year, it went on to become the most bootlegged film in China.
Oh shit. Wow.
Yeah. Along with Spider-Man 3 and Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest, this movie reached $100 million in 2 days. And then it held the record until Avatar, unfortunately. It held the record for reaching $500 million the fastest after 45 days. The previous holder was Titanic back in 97 at 98 days.
Trash ass movie.
But yeah, Avatar beat it, then the Avengers beat that, then Jurassic World beat that, then Star Wars Episode 7 beat that.
Oh no shit.
And then Endgame beat that, and right now Endgame holds the title for it.
Interesting.
This movie holds the record for opening in the most venues on its official release day as well. And as of July, on its release date, it made $67.2 million just on that opening day alone.
Wow.
It's more than Indiana Jones made with inflation in its entire opening weekend.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this record was broken by the Twilight Saga New Moon the following year.
Let's go, Team Jacob. Yep.
All right.
I was gonna say something, but it's
No.
probably in the trivia, so I'll let you.
That's all the box office trivia I have. New
Oh, I was going to
section.
say because Hostman Socrates was saying Slumdog Millionaire beat this out but this was nominated for Best Picture. Why don't I remember that?
This was not nominated. That was the
Okay.
problem. This was
It
the
should've
movie
been.
that spawned and made the Oscars go from 5 Best Picture nominees up to 10 because
okay.
because there was so much backlash of it not getting nominated.
There were no better movies than Slumdog Millionaire in 2000.
That movie sucked.
Yeah, I mean, it was
that movie
okay,
sucked?
but it was
I
okay.
remember maybe because I watched it when I was like 21 years old, pissed off that Dark Knight wasn't nominated.
Laws, you were just young and bitter. Why didn't
Yeah.
you Batman?
I was probably getting wasted. Like this movie fucking beat. Fuck that movie. Fuck this movie.
Fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire bullshit. Yeah.
All right. So in preparation for his role as the Joker, I think most of us know this one anyways, but for those who don't, Heath Ledger hid away in a motel room for about 6 weeks. And during this extended stay of seclusion, he delved deep into the psychology of the character. He devoted himself to developing the Joker's every tick, namely the voice and the sadistic sounding laugh. His interpretation of the Joker's appearance was primarily based on the disheveled look of punk rocker Sid Vicious, combined with the psychotic mannerisms of Malcolm McDowell's character in A Clockwork Orange.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I said some of these while we were watching. Okay. So one of those IMAX cameras was destroyed, right? So the IMAX cameras used in filming proved to be problematic for most of the crew. The dialogue that was recorded on film was very noisy, so it had to be replaced during post-production. The cameras were also so heavy that special mounts were created to support the weight. And finally, the IMAX cameras took 5 days to process film negatives as opposed to conventional dailies.
Woo!
Oh,
Nice.
Fuck, that's butt clenching amounts of please don't fuck up.
There's only 37 minutes of IMAX footage in the entire film as well,
No
technically.
shit. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
According to Christopher Nolan, Bruce Wayne's reasons for needing a new bat suit were also his own, and that's why it was redesigned in this movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I like that.
Yep.
It's fine with that.
The character of Reese is an allusion to the Riddler, who attempts to reveal the identity of Batman. Much like Edward Nygma, whose name sounds like Enigma, Mr. Reese sounds like Mysteries.
Oh,
Cute. All right. Heath Ledger posthumously after death. Thank you. Won a total of 32 Best Actor in a Supporting Role awards for his work, including the quintuple Oscar, Golden Globe, BAFTA, and SAG, as well as Critics' Choice Award. The only awards that he was nominated for but didn't win were the Satellite Award, which went to Michael Shannon for The Revolutionary Road, and the London Film Critics Circle Award, which went to Mickey Rourke for The Wrestler.
the fuck is the Satellite Award?
It's a pretty big.
Is it?
Maybe it is. It's a pretty notable award. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
In one draft of the script, a reference to Robin being related to Rachel Dawes was considered. The character of Dick Grayson was not explicitly mentioned. However, Rachel Dawes is revealed to be a relative of the Grayson family. Christopher Nolan had it removed because he didn't want to build up hopes about Robin appearing in a future movie. Which he fucking did anyways.
Which he did like shit.
I like your name, Robin.
That was so stupid.
Cringe as fuck.
So off-duty Chicago police officers played Gotham police officers along with others from Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, which is kind of cool. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Once she knew that Heath Ledger had been cast as the Joker, costume designer Lindy Hemming based the character's entire attire off an eclectic lineup of clothing styles ranging from Vivienne Westwood to John Lyndon to Iggy Pop to Pete Doherty to Alexander McQueen. Her aim was to modify the Joker's familiar appearance with a younger, trendier look in order to represent Ledger's generation.
Interesting.
Her name is also on the name tag that he wears on his nurse uniform in that scene.
Yeah.
The Skyhook device, in contrast to many other Batman gadgets, is not fictional. The full name of it is the Fulton Service-to-Air Recovery System, and it was developed in the 1950s by inventor Robert Edison Fulton Jr. for the CIA. The first pickup of a human happened in 1958, and the experience is described as less violent than that of the opening of a parachute. Just pretty cool.
Interesting.
Gotta look this
up. In 2020, this film was selected for preservation by the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being, quote, culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant, making it the second DC Comics movie to be selected after 1978 Superman.
Backface, you're right there.
That looks like it would suck.
Doing all right there.
Yeah, you just go from stationary to plane speed. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Sorry, I had
CIA
to see it.
apparently it's
Yeah, well, the CIA is not known. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Hold on, I'm just going through. Oh, okay. No, I said the rest of these while we were in between. Okay, casting trivia. Okay.
Do it.
Even though Christopher Nolan offered Katie Holmes a part, she decided not to reprise her role because she wanted to star with Diane Keaton and Queen Latifah in Mad Money. That's
Good idea.
Good call.
Good good career decision there.
Before Maggie Gyllenhaal stepped in, the following actresses were considered:
Oh, I love this part. Go ahead.
Sarah Michelle Gellar,
What? No.
Rough.
Thank you. No.
Isla Fisher.
No, I don't see it.
Okay. Emily Blunt.
Maybe.
Okay. And Rachel McAdams.
I could.
I
I'd
can
say
see Rachel McAdams.
Yeah,
on
her
board.
over
Yes.
everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been much better.
So despite endless speculation on which actor had been chosen for the Joker, Heath Ledger was always Christopher Nolan's first choice. However, the following actors had expressed interest: Paul Bettany.
We're gonna say no to all these. Just
Yeah, no, it's
because.
because he's so good. So
Yeah.
Well, some of them are interesting. That's why.
go ahead. That's
Paul
interesting.
Bettany would have been cool.
Adrian Brody.
Put up backface.
Oh,
No, his nose would have
that
been
was
taking up the whole
terrible.
screen.
Okay. Steve Carell.
What? What? No, thank you.
And Robin Williams.
Too old.
Yeah, I think
Well,
plus
yeah.
Robert Williams would have went overboard. Like
He
would've
wanted
just-
to be Joker
Riddler.
in the '89 Batman.
Yeah, wasn't he almost Riddler too, in the Schumacher one?
Not sure.
I thought that was. I no, I don't see that. No, you're right. It's all no because fucking Heath Ledger was so good.
All right. Matt Damon was offered the part
Matt
of Harvey
Damon.
Dent, but turned it down due to scheduling conflicts with Invictus in 2009.
Ooh.
Other actors considered for the role were Ryan Philippe,
No, you need a good actor.
Hugh Jackman.
No,
No, okay.
no.
Mark Ruffalo,
Oh, fuck him. No.
Fuck.
Fucking-
Liev Schreiber.
Mm,
I could actually maybe see him. I could maybe see him.
Maybe. Yeah.
And Josh Lucas.
Josh Lucas.
Look him up. No. No way.
He's a pretty boy. He's
Eh,
too pretty
no.
boy.
Josh Lucas. No.
No.
He
All right.
sucks.
No.
And
You suck.
then finally, last bit of trivia: Bob Hoskins and James Gandolfini both auditioned for the role of Sal Maroni.
Dude, could you imagine?
That would have been
James-
Oh,
fine.
James.
Yeah.
Tony
James-
Soprano.
Gandolfini.
Where's the
Yeah.
gabagool? The whole fucking movie. Oh, I would have loved to
just-
see James.
It'd be hard to see him get beat down so bad though.
That's true. Yeah, he's the. Yeah.
I'm actually curious now what the Best Picture nominees were though for 2009. Best Picture
For
nominees.
2009?
Yeah.
2008 or 2009.
Oh,
No,
the
it's
movie.
2009. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay, so Slumdog Millionaire, Milk, The Reader, Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and Frost Nixon.
God.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
That was not.
Get the
That's a
fuck
bad year
outta
for
here.
movies. Jesus Christ.
Actually, you
Wow.
know what? The Reader, I could see. I think The Reader is probably Kate Winslet's best movie. She was phenomenal in that movie.
So she should have been nominated for Best Actress, but was that a good movie?
Oh no, it was the movie itself was also very good. Like
Okay.
it's a very good movie. I recommend
Okay.
it.
Okay. Very interesting. It's not a really strong year for movies, though.
I mean, it's fucking better than where we're at now.
That's
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually fucking a good point.
World's
That is
better. World's
that is
better.
a good point. Was that all the trivia?
That's all the trivia I have.
Look at you. Thank you, Vex, as always.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, so Dark Knight.
Wow.
I know some people hate to give fucking rankings. So I guess if you don't want to give a ranking, you could. I
Wait,
don't know.
who doesn't like giving
Cynic
rankings?
doesn't
on this
like to
panel?
give
I
rankings.
don't like giving rankings, but I will.
So I'm
Just
not
do it
gonna
for
ask you.
funsies. Just do it
I
for
do
funsies.
do it for. I don't
All right,
ever say
all right,
no.
all right.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Do it for the cannoli.
Give me your ranking, Cynic.
All the flaws that we gone over. It's one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah.
It's a 9.8 9.25 out of
He's
10.
like, I'll give it a 9.5.
9.25 out of 10.
Ooh, very specific. I like it.
Nice.
I like it. Bagface, what about you, buddy?
I give it like an 8.5. This is like, I feel like this movie is greatly carried by Heath Ledger. Like everyone else in this movie is super fucking mid. Like the cinematography is pretty mid. The directing is pretty good, but it's not the best. But like, I think it's one of those movies that it feels a lot better when I look back on it than when it originally came out. I probably would have given it like an 8. But the more distance I get away, the more I'm like, ooh, nostalgia.
Nostalgia, yeah. His performance really is fucking spectacular. But I know what you mean.
It's like, but it's not even a small part of the movie. Like it is the movie, so it's okay to like, it's.
Oh yeah, but
he could have been nominated for Best Actor, in my opinion, because
Yeah.
he had so much screen time. But I feel like they knew he'd win if it was Best Supporting, so they put him there.
I just think like, I don't know, like for it to be like a way up there in like the 9 and 10 area, it's got to be like I still think that the Batman is better than this movie. Like I think that the Batman stretches a little too far, but I'd say like Paul Dano in the Batman is like fucking touching the heels of Heath Ledger in this movie. Like he's really
Paul
fucking
Dano
good.
was beautiful casting for the Batman.
He was good until the ending of the movie.
Yeah, I like Pattinson's Batman a lot better too.
Oh
And,
yeah,
like, the
Pattinson's
cinematography.
Batman is so superior to fucking Bale's Batman.
There's just so many better aspects of that than this, but
interesting.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay, White Bear, what about you there, sexy?
I don't know, baby girl. I'd probably.
I don't know, baby girl.
Baby girl.
Like between.
Are we reviewing 500 days or 365
No.
days? Is that...
See, I'm gonna have to agree with Andrew in the comments. Like it's like a 7 to 8. It's really hard to choose. So 7.5. Cell phones in the stomach out of 10. It is very nostalgic. You know, it's hard to believe that it is 15 years ago. Like that's kind of fucking crazy. But
aged beautifully.
it has aged, and I've read other comments like the CGI still looks good for what it was. For back then. I don't know. It holds up to me, and it's one of those movies that if it's on, I could watch it anytime. And like I told y'all earlier, this movie is a long movie, but to me, it flies by.
Doesn't feel long. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go 7.5.
Vex Electronica.
Yes, given all the issues with it and all the plot conveniences, this is still one of my top 10 movies. So I am going to give it 9 Joker Scar origin stories out of 10.
I love it. Yeah, it's a tough one because I kind of agree with Bagface in the aspect of Ledger elevates it, even though it says he's only in the movie 33 minutes out of the 2.5 hours.
Okay, so Anthony Hopkins was in Silence of the Lambs for
I get it.
24 minutes and 50 seconds and won Best Actor. So
I know he deserved, and they both deserved it. So I'm not going to take that.
Yeah, even though there's movies where one actor seems to kind of save it all, it's still a fucking great movie.
It's still in the movie, and it's still a really important part of the movie. To the point, dude, the fucking character is so good in this movie that it makes the other movies better.
Yeah,
that's how good. So I can't rate a movie lower than a 9 that has something that's that transcendently good in it. It just can't.
That's fair. Yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Because like you said, all the flaws, it's still a great fucking it's just a good crime drama movie. And I love the movie Heat, and I love that it took a lot of those elements and points from that movie. And I love it. I love the dynamic between him and Batman, stupid voice and all. And, so that's where we are. So that was good. I really enjoyed it. That was a fun rewatch.
You did a great job scrubbing today, Cannoli. I just want to applaud you on that.
I told you I would improve.
You keep these at like a really concise speed too. Like 2.5 hours.
Well, I
for a
had to
2.5
this
hour
time
movie,
because Vex was going to come to America and chop my fucking legs off.
Yeah, I was really upset with how long you took last week. So.
I was going to make a pencil disappear.
Normally, yes, I do try to script as while we're discussing. Last week, for some reason, I had autism and I just stopped, like in between.
I just stopped having autism this week.
I just had autism. Yeah, I just cured it myself. But yeah.
You know what happened is he went outside today. That's what
yes, you did. You followed the advice.
Actually, I went out twice. I went on the weekend to go see Mission Impossible. Out for a half hour in the sun, an hour, and then today 10-15 minutes. I got my vitamin D. I'm happy. See,
touching grass can cure autism.
It's 118 degrees. There's not much I can do.
It doesn't help me. So
maybe smoking.
You're dark though. It's different.
Yeah, you need more.
You need more of it.
You got to work on that tan back face.
Yeah. So listen, that was great. It was a great fucking show. I love talking about that movie, and yeah. So I guess we could just kind of go through everybody. That did not sound right. We're gonna run through.
We're running trains now.
Go into everybody.
Movie Cynic. What do you? I know you got a busy fucking week, man. So what do you got coming up? Talk to us.
Barbie and Oppenheimer, and then I'm seeing Ninja Turtles early, so I can.
Nice.
That movie's gonna be a piece of fucking shit. I know
Good
it
luck,
is.
dude.
Is that the one with the dumpy looking brown chick in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I see it like literally a week early. I see it on Saturday the 29th. But
okay.
Yeah, I might be doing just one video for Barbie and Oppenheimer. I'm not sure.
Barbenheimer. Oh yeah.
I'm really literally just sitting here like twiddling my thumbs until I cross 100,000 in the next.
Dude, you're gonna be
week,
there by the end of the week. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just sitting there, just like waiting.
What's happening?
I worked really hard. Okay, where's my reward now? Thanks.
It'll happen. It'll happen. You'll get there. Yeah, that's cool. Looking forward to that. Can't wait to see. If you do, I want to see these Barbenheimer fucking mixed review. I have to see.
I've saved a ton of great potential thumbnail images for this. So
perfect.
If I decide to do Barbenheimer.
So that means we won't see Bagface for like 5 days if that happens.
No, because it's only going to be like a 15, 20 minute video. So that
fair enough.
It's not as in depth as the Disney Death of an Empire video where you had to collect like 2,000 fucking clips for that stuff.
Only took me 30 hours in 2 days. It's fine.
That's wild. That's wild.
Bagface. So I see you still have the chains on your other arm. So are you going to be allowed out of your house today or over the week, or are you just gonna? What do you got coming up?
I'm pretty much gonna sit and try to convince Cynic that he has to do a Barbie review separate from Oppenheimer, because analytically that will make a lot more of an impact, because putting those two together, you're going to mix audiences. A lot of people are going to be looking for Barbie reviews.
Say, like, how do you
Oppenheimer reviews?
How do you do that with the algorithm though? Do you just do it back-to-back days? Or do you do like a separate?
I will do it back-to-back days.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Because I released Mission Impossible and the Disney video back-to-back days.
That's right.
But they don't. I don't know. The Mission Impossible one didn't perform as well as I was hoping.
That was a good review.
It was actually more of what I was expecting, honestly. But it was like pretty much dead by the very next day. So
gotcha.
It's time to release the next vid. Yep.
Gotcha. All right. So Bagface is going to be in his basement and just.
Yeah. Well, if Barbie is like really bad, it'll have its own video.
Well, Grace Randolph loved it, so that kind of is a hint.
So that's a good sign that
it's a great sign.
Going to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'll probably be reviewing both of those as well, but my review style is changing, so I'm gonna be an unhinged motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna get good.
Get good, bro.
Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna try and touch some grass this week, I think.
Get out in the sun, man. Come on.
I haven't touched a lot. Look at me, I'm pale. I'm fading away.
Yes, I can tell. I'm fading away.
I feel you.
My white brethren.
Cool. We're looking forward to that. White Bear, do you have any more of your homesteading fucking bean making chicken videos, whatever the fuck you got?
Yeah, we'll be having about 12 videos over cucumbers and possibly the how to properly field dress a deer come out this week. So
nice. Hell yeah. Look out for those, of course. And then Vex Electronica, how about you?
I'll have a Barbie review out next weekend.
Can't wait.
I'm just this fucking sore throat put me behind so badly.
Yeah.
I had 2 gaming videos planned as well, and yeah,
some big news in the gaming world. Yeah,
very big news. Yeah, so I'm behind on that. But I had a review drop this afternoon.
Excellent, by the way.
Thank you. So you can go check that out if you
Sound
like.
of Freedom review, by the way.
4 fucking days late, but it is what it is.
Do you have anything emo that you can review? Because you sound,
I can always just review Oppenheimer, suicide and bombs and all that shit.
Bombs and Japanese people.
Yeah.
Cool. We're looking forward to all the information. All their stuff is in the description. You can always check them out. Please subscribe to all their channels. Fucking fantastic content. Great people. Appreciate you all. Movie Cynic, Backface, thank you again for being guests on the show again. Always
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I am going to be, let's see, what am I doing this week? On Thursday, I am on the 8750 podcast with Yeti F, with Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch. That's going to be fun. I'm sure we won't yell at each other while we're being interviewed. And I am going to go see Oppenheimer Saturday and probably do a quick live stream review of it when I get back. So I got to work on my own thumbnails and bullshit. Mrs. Cannoli's doing Barbie. You can check her out on her channel, Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch. And she's going to see it Wednesday night for an early screening, and she'll be working on it until Saturday. So look out for that. You can always catch me on Twitters, on the YouTubes, community page. That is it. Next week, we are back with MMM. We're going to rip the shit out of the Titanic. The movie Titanic. I fucking hate this movie. Most overrated goddamn film I've ever seen. And I think
we got some defenders of that movie on.
We do have some defenders coming on.
I'll be defending the fuck out of it.
Cannot stand
if you need another defender, oh baby, I'll come yell at you.
You're welcome.
You know what, Bagface, you're invited. I'm adding you to the schedule right now.
You were on there, dude. Be there,
please, because I'm gonna trash this movie. I'm hoping Copa can make that one because he hates it more than I do. Yeah, it's basically.
He would have been in steerage, and he still wants to come and review it with us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bagface.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, so we'll definitely have you on. That's great. That's it. We'll see you next week, next Monday, and that's all, folks.
Waka
Bye
waka.
until next time.